Bearkat Sports Network. This is the Bearkat Sports Network. It's time for Sam Houston State University Bearkat basketball. 101.7 KSAM has every dribble, swish, and squeak from buzzer to buzzer live. Now let's head down to the floor with the voice of the Bearkats, Rob Hipp.
All right, friends, a pleasant good evening and welcome to another edition of Sam Houston Men's Basketball live tonight on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. I'm Rob Hipp, your play-by-play announcer, and thanks for joining us. It is chilly outside, below freezing here in East Texas and Huntsville, where we've had sleet today. We've had a little bit of freezing rain, but the roads still appear to be clear, and we are set for basketball here in this one tonight. It is warm in the gym. Sam Houston hosting Dixie State, and this is a team that they have never faced before. So Sam Houston coming out here tonight trying to get back into the winning ways after their 6-game winning streak was snapped at Seattle U. I had a chance to catch up with head coach Jason Hooten. We'll take a break. We'll have that interview when we come back from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Season tickets are on sale for 2021-22 basketball season. Season tickets start as low as $99. One price gets you both men's and women's Bearkat basketball. Call 936-294-1729 or go online at gobearkats.com/tickets to secure your seat today.
Sam Houston Athletics would like to thank the following partners: The Grove, Tough Shirts and Eagle Graphics, U.S. Army ROTC, Under Armour, University Hotel, and Villas on Sycamore. Thank you for supporting your Bearkats.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Rob Hipp here pregame with Sam Houston men's basketball. Coach Jason Hooten. Today, Sam Houston back at home for a 2-game homestand. Was to Dixie State for the first time in program history. Before we talk about this one, though, this evening, going quickly back to Seattle University on Saturday, Sam Houston led at one point in that game by double digits. Just could not hold on in the second half. Shooting kind of fell apart there from the field, and also from three-point land, free throws as well, kind of an issue there on that last half. Coach, just talk about that previous matchup versus Seattle U.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we played pretty good in the first half. Obviously had a double-figure score, I think maybe a 9-point lead at halftime. And then we increased it to start the second half. I believe with 17 minutes to go, we were up 14. And then from there on, nothing good happened. And a lot of that was just based off of a lack of defense. We just did not defend the way we needed to, and then we went, I know, on a stretch where we didn't score. I think it was 20-0. But a lot of that just, I really, I put that on our defense. Our defense just was not very good. And, looking back on it, Rob, I really saw a tired team. I saw 3 or 4 guys that looked very tired in that stretch, and that's my job as a coach to get those guys out of there no matter how much we depend on them. And we just got to put some other guys in and hope that they can play well enough to hold the lead and until we can get those guys some rest and get them back out. So, I probably had some regrets at that. I would have probably done something a little bit different in that second half.
Well, today, looking ahead to a Dixie State team that's in transition to Division I. This team coming in on a 3-game win streak, 4-4 in the Western Athletic Conference, and they've been doing well under Hunter Schofield, averaging 15 points a game coming in. He's got double-digit scoring over the last 4 games or so. Just, Coach, kind of the mindset heading in to this one, a big one here today.
It is. I mean, it's a game. It's a bounce-back game for us, to come back and play better than we did last time out, obviously, and wipe off that, off that loss. And it's a home game. We haven't had a lot of those this year, and so we need to take advantage of that because we only have 4 left. And, they're very well coached, very skilled basketball team with a lot of size. They're big in every position, 2 through 5, and we have to do a good job tonight of blocking out and being physical and just really playing our style of basketball.
Well, it's time for Coach Hooten's Keys to the Game, presented by Emblem Properties Real Estate. Coach, your keys to victory in this one this evening.
Well, they're one of the better transition offensive teams we've faced this year, and it's because they really get out and run, and they do a great job of passing the ball and sharing it. So we're going to have to we're going to have to do a great job with that tonight. And then they really rebound. They average almost 39.5 rebounds a game. So we've got to get on the glass tonight and keep a bigger team off the backboard. And then probably the last one is just, really getting back to us, playing the way we want to play, offensively getting the ball out and getting up and down and taking advantage of some easy baskets. And then, just being aggressive. I think going back and being aggressive and just finishing what we started last time out.
The keys of the game brought to you by Emblem Properties Real Estate, who offers the customer service difference where our clients are number one. Coach, I know it's dollar pizza night, but I think also there may be a rumor you're giving away some pizza tonight to the students. Is that right, Coach?
Yeah, no, I think it's a dollar pizza night, but I told them I'd pay for the first 225 kids that come in or students that come in, and school was canceled at noon today, and there's not a lot to do but sit around those dorms. I remember those days, where there's not much going on probably tonight, and it's cold outside. And, we just want them to be very careful, obviously, coming over to the gym, because I'm sure some ice is starting to accumulate on the sidewalks and roads. But, man, just come on out from those dorms tonight and come over here into this warm building and be loud and have a good time and eat some pizza.
We're looking forward to it, Coach. As always, appreciate all you do. Good luck tonight, and eat 'em up, Cats.
Thanks, Rob. Eat 'em up, Cats.
This wraps up pregame with head coach Jason Hooten. We'll have more looking into this one when we come back from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
TicketSmarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than TicketSmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Welcome back, friends. Starting to get a little loud here at Johnson Coliseum as Sam Houston men's basketball set to host Dixie State here tonight. Tip-off in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds. The Bearkats, as I mentioned earlier before that pregame with head coach Jason Hooten, they had their 6-game winning streak snapped in that 78-53 loss to Seattle U on Saturday on the road. Sam Houston led by as many as 14 in the second half when Savion Flagg and Jaden Ray hit consecutive three-pointers, but a 5-minute scoring drought allowed the Redhawks to get back into the ballgame. Seattle then used a 17-0 run to take the lead 50-47 at the 13:24 mark. Ray stopped the bleeding with a three. Dante Powers hit a jumper to put Sam Houston back on top after a while, but then the Redhawks again went on a 20-0 run to put the game away. Savion Flagg led the Bearkats with 14 points. Ray had 12. DeMarcus Lampley scored all 11 of his points in the first half. Bearkats came out hot. At one point, they were shooting over 65% there in that opening 5 minutes or so, but they cooled way off after some time went down. Sam Houston again, it was a tough one. That was for the top spot in the Western Athletic Conference. They just couldn't hold on against a very hot team right now in Seattle U. The Bearkats, they're ranked 6th in the country out of 350 teams, and total rebounds with 884 on the season now. The Cats are also ranked 11th in three-point field goal attempts at 610, 10th in three-pointers made at 218. They're also 35th in offensive rebounds per game at just over 12, 32nd in total assists at 334, and 26th in three-point attempts per game. Again, this is the first meeting between these two teams. Dixie State, the Trailblazers, they are out of Utah and in transition to the Division I level. Considered Division I, but reclassifying, that will become officially active in 2024 and 25. So there's still some transition. That means they're not eligible for championships and those things, but they are still trying to get their program hot in Division I action. We'll step aside. We'll actually take a 30-second break, and when we come back, I'll have those starting lineups and tip-off. Stay with us from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
At HEB, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of HEB jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an HEB Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit HEB, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy HEB app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Welcome back, friends. Quentin Baylor, the public address announcer, making some announcements now. And here in just a few moments, we will have our country's national anthem as the Dixie State Trailblazers on the far right side. They are facing that beautiful United States flag draped from the top of Johnson Coliseum. The Bearkats on the left side. And here is now our country's national anthem. As always, a beautiful playing of our country's national anthem as we will go over the starting lineup for the visiting team tonight, the Dixie State Trailblazers out of Utah. They are this season 11-10 overall, 4-4 in Western Athletic Conference play, riding in here on a 3-game winning streak under head coach John Judkins in his 17th season, all of them at Dixie State, 284 wins, 144 losses. They are 3-6 on the road. They'll start things with a 5'11" junior guard out of Frisco, Texas, transfer from Kilgore College. It's number 3, Cameron Gooden. A freshman junior standing at 6'8" out of Odessa Junior College, the transfer, number 14, Dancel Letter. A 6'6" sophomore guard out of California and Humboldt State, number 21, Isaiah Poe. A 6'6" sophomore forward out of Inglewood, California, and St. Anthony High School, number 22, Frank Stain. And last, but certainly not least for the visiting team tonight, a 6'8" senior forward out of Spanish Fork, Utah, and a transfer from Salt Lake Community College. It's number 44, Hunter Schofield. And here is your Sam Houston Bearkats starting lineup. They're 13-10 this season, 8-2 in Western Athletic Conference play. Currently sitting in that third spot under head coach Jason Hooten. 229 victories, 157 losses in his 12th season, all of them at Sam Houston. Again, here is that starting lineup for your Bearkats tonight. Turnaround jumper here, Tristan Ikpe starting early, and the Bearkats take a 2-point advantage. Find Lampley from the corner, weaving through traffic, the jumper, the 2-shot, the yes! There it is to Marcus Lampley for 2. Turn on the light. Over to Jaron Cook for 3. Light the stove, baby! It's Jaron Cook, and the Bearkats are on fire here in the first half. He pulls it back down, though. Oh, what a play by Javion May as he hauled in aggressively the offensive rebound and dropped it back in off the right side of the glass. Dante Powers, zing, zang, bang, there it is for 2. Oh, call Dancing with the Stars. We got a new celebrity on the court. It's Dante Powers. Hey, saying I can dance just as good as you guys on TV. I do it on the basketball court.
At guard, a 6'7", 215-pound grad senior from Texas A&M University, number 1, Savion Flagg.
At guard, a 6'2", 195-pound junior from Chicago, Illinois, number 11, I'm Javion May.
At forward, a 6'6", 225-pound senior from Deer Park, Texas, number 12, I'm Tristan Ikpe.
At guard, a 5'10", 165-pound junior from Midwest City, Oklahoma, number 13, I'm Jaden Ray.
At guard, a 6'2", 175-pound senior from Phoenix City, Alabama, number 3, I'm Light 'em Up, DeMarcus Lampley.
So once again, for your Sam Houston Bearkats, it is Flagg, Lampley, Nicholas Jr., May, and Ipe. And we are moments away from tip-off here from Johnson Coliseum in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. Again, hosting tonight the Dixie State Trailblazers. Their starters, Gooden, Letter, Pope, Stain, and Schofield, hailing out of St. George, Utah, making their way here. And those folks, they're used to the cold. We're not so used to it here in Central Texas. But again, things hot and warm here in Johnson Coliseum. Want to remind you as well, this game made possible in part by our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. Both teams still waiting to get out of the gate here as they're holding on for the media. Our good friend Tim Rushing is here tonight as well. We always appreciate his support of Sam Houston Athletics. He is down there right behind the TV table at center court. And a fair crowd here tonight. We didn't expect a very big crowd, although these games have been attended much more over the past recent home games. Tonight, though, just with that inclement weather, they canceled classes at noon today through the entire day tomorrow due to the threat of ice here in East Texas and Huntsville. But some fans did make their way out. As we headed over, the roads were still in good shape, and all of that precipitation was actually moving off to our east and clearing to the west. It's going to be a cold day tomorrow, but very cold tonight here in the Lone Star State. Sam Houston in their home white jerseys and the white shorts. The triangles on either side of the short leg in orange and black. SH logo on the left of those shorts. Again, the numbers in orange outlined in black. Sammy the Head floating logo on the back of the jerseys. Across the front, Bearkats written in the italic font with the Bearkat claw below that. Numbers in orange outlined in black. The Under Armour logo on the right shoulder. And the Western Athletic Conference patch to the left. For the visiting team, Dixie State Trailblazers here, again out of St. George, Utah. They're the visiting team here tonight. They are in their navy blue jerseys, navy blue shorts with white trim, 2 stripes down each pant leg, or short leg if you will. The names written in back in white, numbers in white, and the Trailblazer logo there across the front with the letter D behind it. And now we're getting underway here as we'll get this one fired off. Hey, if you're out there listening, we've got a lot of folks joining us in the booth. We'd love to hear from you. You can text us if you're in the booth on social media. And if you're over the FM radio airwaves on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network, you can text us on that Bearkat fan text line at 512-522-9105. Dancel Leiter will square off here against Savion Flagg. The opening tip is underway, and here we go as the Bearkats will control it. They'll move from right to left, or from left to right, whether, as we get started here. Lampley goes up top over to Ray. Ray floats this one down. Savion Flagg slams it home. How about the alley-oop to get things started hot here for the Bearkats with a 2-0 advantage right out of the gate. Dixie State will bring it here as they move from right to left. It's into the hands of Cameron Gooden, the 5'11" junior guard. He's trapped down there. Pass goes up top over to Isaiah Pope. Now, right corner shot. This one, hand in it from Savion Flagg. It wasn't there for Leiter, and here comes the Bearkats. Jaden Ray has it at the top of the three-point line, working a left-handed dribble. Waiting on his team to run a play. He looks for Javion May. Now actually takes this himself over to the right wing. Ray still has it. Now the chest pass over to May. May back to Ray near that right wing. Works one dribble. Tries to float this one down to Ipe, and it's stolen and turned over. Here's Stain as he runs from right to left. Goes over to the right wing into the hands of Gooden, the junior guard. Back up top. Give and go. Leiter back to Gooden. Gooden at the top. Bounce down low to Leiter. He'll put up a shot here. This one no good from near the right elbow, and a foul here on Pope as Jaden Ray was going up for the rebound. So Isaiah Pope will pick up his first personal and the first team foul. 18:52 to go. We are just 68 seconds into this one on the Miller time game clock. Bearkats leading 2-0. Again, a lot of friends joining us. Tanine Thompson, as always. She is joining us, listening in from Arizona. We'll get back into action here as May has it over to Ray. On the right side, right wing to Marcus Lampley. Fires a pass back over to Ray, now right wing Lampley. Losing the handle, and it bounces off the official, and it's out of bounds. Lampley lost his handle. Another turnover here by Sam Houston. So tough break there for the Bearkats. As DeMarcus Lampley just lost the handle. Some finicky defense down there. Already 2 turnovers to start this ball game for Sam Houston. I believe they only had 8 or 9 in that loss versus Seattle U back on Saturday up in the Pacific Northwest. Ball over to Gooden here on the left side for the Trailblazers. Working it on Jaden Ray from the right wing. Ray, good defense here. Pass, go back up top to Schofield. Back to Stein. Stein down low, Schofield, and reach in, and a foul here on Jaden Ray. So Ray will pick up his first personal, first team foul. And Hunter Schofield to the line here to shoot 2. The 6'8" senior forward, he is their leading scorer on the game, averages 15 points a game, also shoots 51% from the field. And not a bad free throw shooter either at 79%. Right-handed free throw shot rattles in and out, no good. He's been in double digits over the last 4 games in a row, been one of the driving factors in this recent 3-game winning streak for the Trailblazers. He'll bend his knees here on the left side. Right-handed free throw shot, good at the bottom of the net. And so the first point on the board for Dixie State, 2-1, 18-11 to go on that Miller time game clock, just underway here from Huntsville as Jaden Ray has it. Back on the right side to Marcus Lampley on the right wing, standing on top of the Sammy the Head logo. May back to Lampley, back over to May at the top. Left wing, left corner, Savion Flagg, bounce down low. Ipe puts up a shot. This one's going to be on the floor before he put the shot up. It's another foul, though, against Dixie State. And this one will go on Frank Stain. So Stain picks up his first personal, the second team foul, and the Bearkats will inbound here on their own baseline to the left of the glass. It's Jaden Ray looking to fire one in. Actually launches this one up top over to DeMarcus Lampley. Lampley, a couple of right-handed dribbles and a right-handed pass over to Ray on the right wing. Over to May near the right corner. Defense reaching in here. Good job there by Leiter. Inside Ipe. He'll float one up from the paint. That shot no good. Schofield with the rebound. And here comes Dixie State looking for their first lead on a basket here. Pope has it left corner. And a reach-in foul here on Javion May. Tough break there for May. He reached in his first personal, second team foul for the Bearkats. 2-1. Sam Houston still with a 1-point advantage. 17:35 to go. That one not in the act of shooting. Set to inbound here is Cameron Gooden. He'll stand on the M of the Sam Houston logo on the left baseline. Chest pass goes inside over to Leiter. And a blocking foul here against Jaden Ray. So Jaden Ray will cook up two personal fouls here. 3 team fouls now for the Bearkats. Javon Grant at the scores table. And 2 free throws coming up here for Leiter on the left side. A 68% free throw shooter, averages 10 points a game. He'll bend his knees. Right-handed free throw shot on the way, good. And we are tied here 2 apiece. Jaden Ray will head over to the bench. He'll get a stand from his teammates and a couple of high fives as he makes his way. They're on that left sideline. One more free throw coming up. An opportunity here for the Trailblazers to take the lead on Leiter's next free throw attempt. This one good, and they do take the lead 3-2. 17:33 to go here in the first. Sam Houston trailing by 1, 3-2. Inbound pass. Savion Flagg to Javon Grant. Back up top, Lampley. Bounce pass over to Grant. Grant pointing with his right hand, trying to get one of his teammates to set up a high screen. They didn't see it. Back over to Lampley on the right wing. Left wing to May. May. High screen Ipe. May from the right elbow finds Lampley. Fires a 3 on its way. This one no good. And the rebound goes into the hands of Isaiah Pope. Pope will swoop this one over and slam it home as he fed it down low to Schofield. Dixie State now with a 3-point advantage, 5-2. Bearkats have not scored in almost 3 minutes. After they had the early lead here, things have quieted down for Sam Houston. Only 1 of 3 from the field. To Lampley, back up top, May. May launches this one over to Ipe, and a reach-in foul here called as Ipe was trying to look for Savion Flagg. His first personal, team's third. It'll go here to Denzel Leiter. That is his first personal and the 3rd team foul. 5-2 the score. Kuba Kowalski, the fan favorite from Warsaw, Poland, standing tall at 7'2", now in for Sam Houston as Ipe will head over to the bench. Javon Grant set to inbound this one up top over to Lampley. Lampley takes a jumper from near the right elbow. Good at the bottom of the net for DeMarcus. Light him up, Lampley. Averages 10 points a game. Lampley, a good opportunity here for the Bearkats. Only a 38% shooter from the field, though, as his numbers have went down here this season, trying to get back into some action. Bearkats trailing by 1, 5-4. Dixie State with the lead, 16:26 to go on the Miller time game clock here in the first half. Schofield will take a 3 from near straight away. That shot not there. Lampley is corralling the rebound. Over to Javon Grant. Grant quickly into the front court from left to right. Over to Lampley, left wing. He wants to work here between 2 defenders. Now he's trapped and backs back out. This one knocked away and stolen by Stain. Stain on the far side. He'll find Leiter. Leiter working inside, floats one up left side, no good. Kowalski with the rebound. Here's Javon Grant. It's 2-on-1. Grant, bounce, give and go. Flag over to Javion May. Good off the right side of the glass. Beautiful ball movement as Grant was running with it. Found Savion Flagg as he was running also. And back over on the right side, Javion May was down there. Credit the assist to Savion Flagg. Bearkats with a 1-point advantage, 6-5, 15:45 to go on that first half. As a pass down low here, that shot no good by Schofield. Gets the offensive rebound, puts up another shot, that no good. Savion Flagg with the board. And the Bearkats with an opportunity here to build on this 1-point advantage. Shooting only 1 of 7, though, so far here in this ball game. And Javon Grant will bring it back over. I think that number is actually wrong. They have made another shot down there. Savion Flagg has it. Takes a long jumper here from about 14 on the left side, and it's good for Savion Flagg. Bearkats now leading 8-5 after Flagg drops one in. 15:09 to go here in the first half on that Miller time game clock. The ball goes back over up top here into the hands of Pope. Pope will fire it back up to Schofield. Has it near that right wing. Kowalski on him. Left wing three. The shot no good by Stain. Batted around over to Flagg. Flagg up front to Javon Grant. Here's Grant over to Lampley. Left corner three. This one off the right side of the 10. Won't drop in. Bearkats back into the front court here on the defensive side. And got a whistle and a foul here, I believe, on Kuba Kowalski as he was battling Schofield down there, the 6'8" senior. And that is his first personal and the 4th team foul by Sam Houston. That'll take us to our first media timeout. Bearkats leading 8-5, 14:38 to go here in the first half. We'll be back in 90 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
Join the Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. For only $35 a year, your membership helps provide scholarship assistance, plus networking, a travel program, discounts on home and auto insurance, car rentals, event tickets, and much more. Connect with your Bearkat pride and spirit by joining the Alumni Association. Go online, alumni.shsu.edu. As a member, you can be a part of something bigger. The Sam Houston State University Alumni Association. Join today.
Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated is a family-owned, full-service business based in Huntsville, Texas for over 20 years. They do business cards, decals, yard signs, banners, and billboards to name a few. They can design and fabricate electrical signs to fit your business needs. Busted signs and lights? Their 45-foot bucket truck and in-house electrician can service you. They are located at 625 Highway 190 East. Give them a call at 936-435-9966. Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated looks forward to serving you.
Back at it, friends, here from Johnson Coliseum. Sam Houston men's basketball leading Dixie State right now thanks to 4 from 7 from the field, 57% for the Cats. Dixie State only 1 of 8. Sam Houston leading 8-5 with 14:38 to go on that Miller time game clock. As we come out of the timeout here, Dixie State with the ball on the left side under their own rim. Set to inbound here is Cameron Gooden. Launches this one way up into the air. Over to the right wing to Hunter Schofield. Schofield goes up top here to Stain. Stain from the left wing picks up his dribble. Give and go action back up top over to Stain. Stain on the left wing. Damon Nicholas in the ball game now for Sam Houston. Also Dante Powers and Kean Scroggins. They're getting some early action. Here's a three from near the top. That shot no good for Gooden. The rebound, Kean Scroggins. Far side, Dante Powers off the hands of Kean Scroggins. Up top, Javon Grant. Back over to Powers on the left wing. Finds Nicholas. Nicholas trying to work a couple of left-handed dribbles. Picks up his dribble. Now finds Powers back at the top. Powers from the right elbow over to Nicholas. To Lampley. Around we go. Javon Grant. Right wing three. Buried it. How about that for Javon Grant? Bearkats leading 11-5 thanks to that three just moments ago by Javon Grant. And he is 9 of 24 entering this game from three-point land. He can hit him when he's open down there. We'll go back over the left side. Here is Leiter trying to work inside on Lampley. Had a nice separation inside the circle and laid it up and good off the left side of the clear. 11-7. Bearkats leading by 4. 13:30 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the first half as Grant brings it into the front court from left to right. For Dante Powers. Over to Lampley here from Grant, almost losing the handle. Lampley wasn't ready for it, but he was able to trace it down there near the sideline, and Javon Grant throws it at the foot of Gooden. It will stay with Sam Houston with 13 seconds. They'll reset the shot clock to 20 seconds as that one went out of bounds. Jacob Nichols, a 6'5" junior forward, will now check in for Leiter, who headed over to the bench. Inbound pass Powers over to Javon Grant, left wing Nicholas. Nicholas with 2 on him, finds Lampley, back over to Powers on the left wing, Gooden guarding him. He'll take a jumper here from about 16. That one splashed at the bottom of the net. 13-7, Bearkats by 6, 12:57 to go here in the first half. Dixie State will bring it back into the front court here from right to left on the far side. Bounce pass goes over right wing to Gonsalves. And we got a whistle and a foul here against Sam Houston. This one going to go on Damon Nicholas Jr. His first personal, 15 foul by Sam Houston. Only 2 field goals for Dixie State so far in this game. It has been Schofield and Leiter. 2 for 10, only 20%. Bearkats 6 of 9. They have made 5 out of their last 6 shots, while Dixie State has only made 1 out of their last 7. Inbounding here is good, and he's got to get it in. He finally does. Goes over to Stain near that right wing, guarded by Jaron Cook, who just checked into the ball game for the first time. Now a 3 from the left wing. That shot good for Schofield. Schofield making his first 3 of the evening. He's got 6 points now. And a 3-point advantage for Sam Houston with 12:30 to go here in the first. Over the head pass to Jaron Cook from Dante Powers. Now inside to Flagg. He'll find Kean Scroggins. Right side good. Beautiful ball movement again. And the assist by Savion Flagg to Kean Scroggins. Bearkats by 5, 15-10, 12:10 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the first. As Gooden will bring it on the near side from right to left. Scoops it down over to the right to Nichols. And now into the hands here on the right wing by Gonsalves. He'll go back to Stain near that left wing. Stain back to Gonsalves. He'll fire a 3. Lampley or Powers in his face. That shot no good. Dante Powers with the rebound. Here's Dante Powers with it now. Behind the back dribble. Over to the right wing. Finds Savion Flagg. Flagg still no points in this ball. Actually, he's got 2. He had that 1 jumper earlier. Goes back over Powers. Thought about a 3. Was wide open. Passed up on it. Now zings it down. Slam it home. Kean Scroggins. Oh, baby, what a play. And an assist down there by Dante Powers to Kean Scroggins. Bearkats by 7, 17-10, 11:28 to go here in the first half. Stain has it back on the left side for Dixie State. This one blocked up in the air by Kean Scroggins. Great defense down there, and that'll take us to our second timeout. Bearkats have made 4 of their last 4 shots and have a 7-point advantage with 11:20 to go. We'll be back in 90 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wiesner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory-trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wiesner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wiesner Huntsville.
Back at it here, friends, and a pleasant good evening to you. Sam Houston men's basketball making 4 of their last 4 shots. They've got a 7-point advantage here at home over Dixie State, visiting from St. George, Utah. Bearkats, their 6-game winning streak was snapped, and their second loss in Western Athletic Conference play on Saturday at Seattle U. Trying to get back into action here against a very hot team. These Dixie State Trailblazers on a 3-game winning streak of their own, but the Bearkats trying to put a stop to it here tonight. Still got a lot of time left, though, here in the first half. 11:20 to go. Inbound pass, Dixie State from Gonzalez goes back over here to Gooden, who's trapped down there. They'll go over the left wing, finally able to work through it. Checking into the ball game is Alfrey, who had the pass. He'll go back over the left wing, right wing, Gooden. Gooden down to 2 on the shot clock. He floats this one up left side, no good. And the ball out of bounds, though, off Javon Grant as he was going in from the rebound. The shot was no good for Gooden as time expired. It did hit the rim, and then Javon Grant just went off the front of his chest and out of bounds. So a tough break there for the Bearkats as Gooden will inbound here on the M on the left baseline. He'll go over to Offrey, who checked in a few moments ago, to Nichols. Back over to the right wing, Isaiah Pope back into the ball game here, guarded by Savion Flagg. Pope down to 9 seconds on the shot clock. He'll find Gonsalves. Bounce pass goes over to the left to Nichols. He'll turn around, jumper floater, no good. And the rebound here by Sam Houston. So Bearkats back with it here as they've got the ball on that right side. Goes up top, Jaron Cook. Cook finds Powers. Thought about a three, now working it from the right baseline. Loses the handle near the right wing. Takes a three from the right wing. This one off the left side of the rim, no good. Rebound goes over to Gonsalves. Nice ball movement here. Left wing three, Pope. That shot won't fall. And the trouble's continuing here for Dixie State. Only 3 of 14 shooting. Here's Jaron Cook way downtown from the parking lot, baby. And Jaron Cook lit the stove from the left wing. Bearkats with a 10-point advantage, 20-10 with 10:06 to go as we are halfway through the first. Pope has it for Dixie State. Back over to Offrey. Boy, almost got away with a carry there on that right side. Back over to Gooden. Gooden trying to work from the right baseline. Nice feed down low, and the assist to Nichols, who laid it up and in off the front side of the rim. So that will finally end the scoring drought of 2 minutes and 30 seconds for Dixie State. 20-12, Bearkats by 8, 9:43 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the first. Javon Grant is commanding his offense here. High screen Ipe. Grant back over to the right wing. Guarded by Gooden. Grant swings it down over to Savion Flagg. Grant takes a three. This one good for Javon Grant. He was wanting an and one, didn't get it, but Grant buries another one from downtown. He is now 2 for 2, both of them three-pointers. He's got 6 points. Bearkats with their largest lead, 23-12. The Trailblazers back on the left side. Offrey over to Pope at the top. Pope flips this one from the free throw line to Gonsalves. Back over left wing Gooden, trying to shake and bake his way down inside the paint. Puts up a shot here, but he's fouled. Shot was nowhere close. And we'll see who this one's on. It's on Javon Grant.
Called on number 0, Javon Grant. That's his first personal for the team.
So the first personal by Javon Grant. 16 fouls for Sam Houston. And Gooden at the line here to shoot two. The 5'11" junior guard averages 13 points a game, second leading scorer on the team. He's a 75% free throw shooter. The first one is no good, off the back of the iron. Javion May checking back into the ball game for Sam Houston for Dante Powers, as he'll get a talk from head coach Jason Hooten. Also a pat on the back there from Coach Hooten. One more free throw attempt coming up here for Cameron Gooden. Missed the first one. He'll take a few dribbles, spins the ball, right-handed free throw shot. No. Took a couple of bounces and finally dropped into the hands of Javion May. Over to Javon Grant. May in the backcourt. Back up top here to Grant. Grant crossing over the timeline, finds Ipe, and Ipe's manhandled there by Gooden. It's a loose ball foul called on Cameron Gooden. That is his first personal. Only the fourth team foul here by Dixie State. Bearkats will inbound on the near side sideline on the right side, just in front of the TV crew. Ken Holland is down there. And here's Javion May set to inbound. And we'll fire this one in over to Savion Flagg on the right wing. Flagg. He'll take a three. Oh, he's wide open. How about it for Savion Flagg? Raise the flag, baby. It's Savion Flagg from downtown. And Flagg now in this ball game has got 5 points, and he is perfect from the field, 2 for 2. One of them a free throw. 26-12, 8:32 to go here in the first half. Bearkats leading by 14. Dixie State's Pope has it. Over the head pass to the right wing. Goes over to Gilbert, who checked in a few moments ago. And a travel called here against the junior guard, and that'll turn it over back to Sam Houston. First turnover, by the way, for Dixie State. Bearkats have 3. Dixie State only shooting 4 of 16 at 25% from the field. Bearkats on a 6-0 run over the last minute. And if you go back to 4 minutes, a 13-2 run so far here. As Javon Grant has it, he's been hot from downtown. Up top, finds Savion Flagg. He'll take another three. Here's Flagg. This one time it won't roll in. And over the back foul called here on Javion May. It's his second personal and the 7th team foul, and a 1-and-1 coming up. So the remaining 8:05 on the Miller time game clock of this ball game. Dixie State will shoot free throws on any Sam Houston defensive foul.
Checking in for Sam Houston, number 3.
DeMarcus Lampley will check back into the ball game as Javion May heads over to the bench. So down in the keys, it is Ipe, Cook, Flagg, and Lampley. Javon Grant standing on the top of the three-point line. And here's a 1-and-1 on that left side by Dixie State. That free throw good by Isaiah Pope. a 74% free throw shooter. He'll have one more opportunity. He'll take a few dribbles here on that left side, bends his knees. The right-handed free throw shot drops in and good. 26-14, Bearkats up front, 8:03 to go on the Miller time game clock here in the first half. Flag will fly this one over to the far side to Javon Grant. Grant down to Ipe, and Ipe lays it up and good off the left side of the glass. It's one that the Bearkats work on quite a bit in practice, made it look easy bake oven there. Dixie State's Pope has it on the left wing, bounce down low, Nichols guarded by Flag, trying to work from the second key on that left side. He'll pass here to the right wing, Gilbert. Gilbert now from the left elbow, and the ball goes out of bounds. It may have been knocked out there by Savion Flag. That will take us to another timeout. We'll take it just for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Back out of here, friends. Rob Hipp live from Johnson Coliseum in beautiful but cold Huntsville, Texas tonight. 28-14, men's basketball on top by 14 here with 7:33 to go. The Bearkats are shooting hot here. How about 12 of 17 from the field at 71%? They are holding Dixie State to only 4 of 16 at 25%. Bearkats making 4 of their last 5 shots, and it's been a great night so far as ball distribution. Bearkats already have 10 assists in this ball game. Javon Grant with 6 points. Savion Flag has 5. And Kean Scroggins with 4, who only played in 3 minutes, but he got some action early. We'll step aside 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
101.7 KSAM is KSAM Huntsville, and you're listening to the Bearkat Sports Network.
Back at it here. Thanks for joining us again, friends. Sam Houston men's basketball leads 28-14. A lot of messages coming up in the booth. Angie Banks joining us, cheering on the Bearkats. Good to hear from you, Angie. That is Kean Scroggins' mom. Also my neighbor and good friend, Miss Sally Hosea, joining, saying, let's go Bearkats. Brian Nicholas cheering on Damon Nicholas. Always good to hear from the Nicholas family. He's saying, let's go Cats. Chad Webb is listening in from Center Point, Texas, saying, eat 'em up, Cats. Jonathan Knobloch, not here tonight. He's been in attendance in the past few games. Could not be out here tonight, but he is listening from Houston. Good to hear from you. Dave Richardson also listening in from Houston tonight. And my wonderful mother, love you, Mom. She is listening from north of Austin. They're covered in ice up in that area from Georgetown tonight. Love you, Mom. Good to hear from you. We'll get back into action here. Dixie State set to inbound on the left side on the A of the Sam Houston logo on that left baseline to the left of the rim. Here in just a few moments, the officials now over at the scores table having a quick discussion. Not sure exactly what they're discussing down there. Randy Richardson, one of the officials, Mark B. and Jeff Malham, the officials here tonight. Quentin Baylor was getting some information from the officials as well, and again, not exactly sure what they were talking about down there. They will get us to go in here in just a few moments. Isaiah Pope standing in front of the Sam Houston bench. Obviously something's going on because the officials are also having a discussion with Coach Hooten. Coach Hooten is pointing over to Cody Stark, the basketball SID. So I'm not 100% sure. It's very rare that you see Coach Hooten in the middle of a game look way up there to the media table talking to Cody. We'll get back into action here, though. Didn't appear to be anything that was of concern. Gooden will float this one up front to Leader at the left wing. Handoff Gooden here on the left side. Down to 6 on the shot clock. I don't know if they realize it. Leader at the top here. He doesn't realize it from the left wing. Savion Flag on him, and that's a shot clock violation. Great defense there by the Bearkats. It was brought on by Savion Flag, saying you're not going to get one away here in our house tonight. And so the turnover there for the Trailblazers. Sam Houston will get it right back here. And that is the second turnover of the evening for Dixie State. 28-14, Bearkats up front, 7:12 to go on the Miller time game clock here in the first half. Jaron Cook, give and go. Dante Powers, back to Dante. Here's the left wing now, Lampley. Swing down low, Ipe on the right baseline. Trying to spin inside, an aggressive move. Puts it up off the left side of the glass, and it won't drop in. Still a beautiful move, though, by Ipe. Here comes Gooden now back on that left side. Bounce down low to Leader, and this one slapped away as he actually passed it. Savion Flagg was in front of him. Stein now back up top over the left wing. Pope down low to Schofield. He's double teamed. Stripped away, but a foul and a whistle here, and we'll see if that's on Savion Flagg. Maybe on Lampley. It is. It's on DeMarcus Lampley. That's his first personal, and the 8th team foul by Sam Houston. So 1-1 coming up here for Hunter Schofield, the 6'8" senior forward, leading scorer on this team. He's already got 6 here in this ball game. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. The first attempt, no good. Rebound, Savion Flagg. Bearkats 14-point advantage, 28-14, 6:30 to go here in the first. Dante Powers has it, double team. That's going to leave one open somewhere. Goes over to Lampley, back to Powers. Now they retreat and go into a 2-3 zone. Here does Dixie State. Powers trying to work here over to Lampley at the top. Lampley chest pass to Flagg, back left wing to Cook, now back to Powers. He has a lane down there, drops it. Back over to Savion Flagg. He floats it up at the buzzer. That shot no good. Good heads-up play, though, as he put it up there. Here comes Leader now as he moves from right to left. Inside the paint, floats this one up. No good as he tried to bank it off that right side, but he was too strong. Far side now, Dante Powers from left to right. He'll slow things up for a bit. Crossing over his dribble, now floats one up top over to Savion Flagg. Flagg from just inside will step back, take a 3, and that one an air ball. Ipe trying to save it, swings it up, and it's caught by Leader near the half-court line. Here comes Dixie State over to Gooden. Gooden trapped down near the circle, floats one over to his teammate who was striking inside was Schofield. And I believe Coach Hooten did not like that, so the Bearkats will call a timeout. We'll go over to Carlos Zimmerman back at the KSAM studios, back at our flagship studios for a scoreboard update. Carlos, over to you.
Thank you, Rob. Back here inside the flagship KSAM studios. We're feeling pretty warm here as it's real chilly outside right now. Got a scoreboard update for you. If you're just joining us, Sam Houston is leading 28-16 at the moment over at Johnson Coliseum. And our friends in Nacogdoches, Stephen F. Austin taking on Utah Valley tonight. And the Wolverines lead at 29-28, just under 4 minutes to go up in Nacogdoches. 2 more games going on in the Western Athletic Conference tonight. So we'll take a look at those, however, during the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. Back to Rob at Johnson Coliseum.
Thank you, Carlos. As we'll get back into action here, Nicholas has it on the far side, inbound from Dante Powers over to Lampley. Bearkats leading 28-16, 5:26 to go here in the first half. Over to Jaron Cook near that left corner, picks up his dribble, finds Nicholas back near the left wing. Nicholas with the bounce behind the back, pass goes over to Dante Powers, right wing, handoff over to Lampley. Lampley, he'll jack up a 3. The shot no good. Kean Scroggins trying to get the separation, and a whistle and a foul here is going to go against Dixie State. It is on Hunter Schofield, his first personal, and only the 5th team foul here by Dixie State. Great job there by Kean Scroggins getting into position. 28-16, 5:11 to go in the first half. Bearkats leading, and inbounding here is Dante Powers standing on the E of the Bearkats logo on his own baseline on the right side. All the way up top over to Jaron Cook. Right-handed one bounce pass over to Lampley. Lampley bounces it back up top over to Powers. Back to Lampley. Little give and go. Back from Lampley. Here's Nicholas now. Nicholas floating one up. This shot won't fall. A rebound up into the air here by Andre Muliboya. Muliboya brings it up into the front court. Whistle and a foul here, and one as he fed it up over to Gooden. And the foul called on Dante Powers. That is his first personal. Wow, they called it on Kean Scroggins, actually. I thought that was on Powers. He was the one down there. So Kean Scroggins will pick up his first personal, 9 team fouls. And an and-one opportunity coming up here for Gooden, who made that shot just a few moments ago. Gooden, a 75% free throw shooter. He is 0 for 2, though, from the foul line. Now make it 0 for 3 here this evening. Missed shot. Rebound, Javon Grant. Back over to Lampley in the backcourt. Lampley trying to push it across the timeline. Javon Grant does. And this one is tipped away and out of bounds. Man, that's tough, as it said it went off Javon Grant's fingertips, out of bounds, and the Bearkats have turned it over for the 4th time now. Leading 28-18, 4:40 to go on the Miller time game clock here in the first half. Inbound as Gooden has it in the backcourt, moving from right to left for the Trailblazers. Drops off a pass here over to Mulibea. Shot up off the left side of the glass. No good for Schofield. Sam Houston has it. It is Lampley trying to cross over from the left elbow. Takes a jumper. This shot too strong. Rebound goes over to Gooden. Gooden now on the far side from right to left. Lamp on top of him. Gooden trying to find a lane here. Floats one up and good off the left side. Man, he found some separation, threaded the needle, and made that one look easy off the left side of the glass as he turned on the Jets. A little bit of pressure here in the backcourt now as Nicholas gets it into the front court, stripped away and stolen. And here comes Stain. He'll go over to Gooden, who's been hot as of late. Flip it up, good off the right side of the glass. It is now an 8-0 run over the last 138. And Coach Hooten hot right now with his team, telling his guys, come on, man, let's stop the bleeding. Bearkats now leading only by 6, 28-22. They led by as many in this game as 14. That has now been tripped in half, as it is a 8-0 run over the last 141 for Dixie State. We'll step aside. We'll take a 30-second break. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkats Sports Radio Network.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
The Bearkats trying to avoid some deja vu from Saturday at Seattle University, where they had a commanding lead in that game by 14 at one point, eventually ending up in the second half not able to hold on. They've led in this one by 14, but that has now been trimmed 28-22 with 3:56 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the first half. Sam Houston hosting Dixie State here tonight. Bearkats at one point were over 70% from the field. They have now cooled off 12 of 23 at 52%. And some of those shots finally starting to fall in now for the Trailblazers, who are 8 of 23 at 35%. As I go back to that game at Seattle University, Sam Houston in the first half shot 51%, but only 9 of 29 in the second half. Coach Hooten said the defense was really one of the key factors in that loss, but the guys were just tired. They had came off of a 6-game winning streak, picking up huge wins over SFA, Grand Canyon University, New Mexico State. They also had another one at California Baptist, but then eventually falling to Seattle U for that second loss at 8-2 in WAC play. We'll get back into it here as the officials will whistle this one back in. Savion Flagg stands on the Dixie State baseline, and a little gracious inbound goes there to Javon Grant. Grant will bring it across the SH logo at center court, rotates over right wing. Behind the back dribble here for Grant, goes over to Javion May back in the ball game, high screen powered. This one flipped up, no good. It's actually Scroggins there with the high screen. That shot off the right side of the glass, no good by Javion May. Quickly getting back on defense, though, is May. He is so fast, one of the fastest on this team. If you watch him in practice, man, he outruns everyone. The left wing, Stein here. Go back up top, around Lampley, almost knocking it away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Good effort there by DeMarcus Lampley as he was reaching in and knocked it away from Mulibea. Inbounding here, Mulibea will go up top to Schofield on that left side, back to Gooden. Gooden on the right wing, high screen by Leader. Here's Gooden from the right baseline, floating one up and good. And boy, Gooden now with 8 points. He is really coming alive here in the last 4 or 5 minutes. A major factor in this 10-0 run, make it a 12-2 run over the last 4:50. 28-24, Bearkats only by 4 now. As Javion May will swing it down to Savion Flagg, back over to May. May from the right elbow. He'll find Grant, right wing three. That's an air ball. Lampley trying to save it, flips it over Javion May. He's able to corral it near the left wing. Up top over to Scroggins. Scroggins goes left wing to Flagg. Here's Lampley, left corner three. Buried it, baby. Turn on the lights. It's DeMarcus Lampley from three-point land. The Bearkats needed to stop that run, and they do, thanks to DeMarcus Lampley. 31-24, 2:38 to go. Here in the first half, Bearkats holding on to the 7-point advantage. It's been trimmed down from 14. Dixie State's Gooden, who's been hot, has it left side. Here's a straightaway three, though, over by Schofield. No good. And the ball knocked out of bounds here by Leader. It'll go right back to Sam Houston. Bearkats have turned it over 5 times, only 2 turnovers for the Trailblazers. Bearkats only making 1 of their last 9 shots, though, as they have now cooled way off to 50%, 13 of 26 from the field. Javon Grant gets the inbound pass from Flagg. Grant now standing on the H of the SH logo with 2:14 to go, leading 31-24. He'll float one up right side, and Boy, that one may have got a hand behind it and blocked Schofield. Shot no good. Here comes Stein. He'll float this one up, and an offensive foul as Savion Flagg took the charge. Hit the deck hard outside the circle. It's on Frank Stain. That is his second personal. 16 foul by Dixie State as Javion May will head back over to the bench, and Dante Powers checks back into the game. Isaiah Pope also checking in for the Trailblazers as Frank Stain will head over to the bench. Savion Flagg inbounding here, Javon Grant, those two in the backcourt. In the front court, Kean Scroggins, DeMarcus Lampley, and Dante Powers. Grant brings it into the front court here for Sam Houston. Got it on the H of the SH logo, guarded by Gooden. High screen, Scroggins. Javon Grant back over to Lampley. Lampley swinging it down to Scroggins. Fires it back. Lampley three on its way. Rims in and out. Rebound. Scroggins throws up too high, but Savion Flagg was there to save it and put it back in off the right side. Scroggins will get a pat on the back from Savion as he runs back the other way. 33-24, Bearkats up front. Gooden, an assist here to Schofield. And an offensive foul. Kean Scroggins. Oh, baby, he is the charge king as he took one here. Anytime Scroggins is out there on the court, you can expect him to take at least a charge or two. He does it right there for the Bearkats. That one was on Gooden. It's his second personal foul and the 7th team foul. No free throws, though, as that was on the offensive side. 33-24, Sam Houston with the advantage. 1:24 to go in the first half. Grant has it at the top. Now rotates left wing. Up top, Lampley. Right wing, Powers. He finds separation. Floats it up. No good. Flagg, though, there to clean it up and drop it in again. And Savion Flagg with another double-digit game here for Sam Houston, as he's got 11 in this ball game so far. Every game he's played in as a Bearkat, he has scored double-digit figures. That is why he is at Lou Henson Mid-Major Award watch list for Player of the Year. And back the other way, DeMarcus Lampley slings it out of bounds from Isaiah Pope. It will stay with Dixie State with 16 on the shot clock. 35-24, Bearkats on a 7-0 run now, as Dixie State has not scored in 2:20. Inbound pass Pope, and he'll make that one from Gooden. That was a nice feed as he went right from the inbound over to Pope, laid it up and good off the left side. Bearkats can possibly go 2 for 1 here. 43 seconds remaining, 22 on the shot clock. I think they're just going to run some clock here. Javon Grant to the left wing. Finds Lampley. Goes over Savion Flagg, right wing. Now works. Bounce down off the foot of Schofield. Kickball violation will set the clock back to 20 on that shot clock with 34 seconds remaining on the Miller Time game clock here in the first half. 35-26. Bearkats up front. Javon Grant set to fire it inbounds. Up top, Lampley takes a three straight away. Yes, baby! Oh, mama, it's DeMarcus Lampley. Turn on the lights. It's DeMarcus. Light him up, Lampley. And the Bearkats have stretched it back to a 12-point advantage. 38-26, 20 seconds to go. As Dixie State has it on the left side. Gooden, who's been hot, trying to fend off Javon Grant. Grant on him like a hawk. Gooden, though, able to work through it. Takes a jumper from the left side, no good. The putback is good, though, by Schofield off the right side. Sam Houston can take the last shot here. Here's Lampley down to 2 on the clock. Long three-pointer Lampley. That shot not there. The Bearkats will go into the locker room at 1 point with a 14-point advantage. They'll lead by 10 heading into the half, 38-28. 16 of 34 from the field at 47%. And Dixie State shooting 39% at 11 for 28. We'll step aside and we'll take a break. Halftime with Carlos Zimmerman back at the flagship coming up. When we come back from Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
And good evening, Bearkat fans everywhere. Welcome to the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. We are at the break over at Johnson Coliseum. Your Bearkats are on top 38-28 over the Dixie State Trailblazers. I'm your host, Carlos Zimmerman. Let's get right into it. If you're just joining us, let's recap that first half for you here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. Looking at how things went going into the under-16 media timeout. Savion Flagg, he got it going early with a jam, knocking it down to give Sam Houston the early 2-0 advantage on the first possession of the game. However, things started to go a little sluggish, really, for both sides, as a couple ticky-tack fouls on the Sam Houston side, and that's what allowed Jaden Ray to pick up 2 quick fouls. That's why you haven't seen much of Jaden out there in that first half outside of the early portions. A low-scoring affair early between the two squads, and the shooting was quiet early for Sam Houston, but then they started to feel it a little bit, leading by a few points going into the under-16. Leading towards the under-12 media timeout, Dixie State had some shooting woes beginning to rear their ugly heads as they were shooting 3 of 11 at one point at near that 12-minute mark. Really, the bright spot for Dixie State has been Hunter Schofield. He's the guy that I've been watching tonight, and he's been having a good game so far for the Trailblazers. One thing on the bright spot for the Bearkats, ball movement looking so beautiful. I have the TV broadcast up in here inside the studio, and just watching the ball movement, it's real pretty right now for Sam Houston. Sam Houston also went 4 of 4 shooting going into the under 12. Looking at the under 8, Dixie State still couldn't find the bottom of the net at this point. Then they had missed 3 in a row since that previous media timeout. Then at 3 and 4, let me get my words together. Going 3 of 14 at the halfway mark of that first half. And from outside the arc tonight, it has been draining threes for the Bearkats. Savion Flagg, Javon Grant, and Jaron Cook knocking down threes to make it 26-12 near the under 8 media timeout. Then we got into the back half of this first half. Both teams being disciplined. Only 5 combined turnovers at the 7-minute mark. The shooting was still struggling for Dixie, and the Bearkats were on fire. But as soon as the Bearkats put the Trailblazers in the bonus, things started to fall a little bit off and looked a lot like it did at that first half against Seattle U last Saturday. As near the under 4-minute mark, Sam Houston hit a scoring drought, a big one at that. And with the shooting woes come the Trailblazers. They got an 8-0 run together over 1 minute and 41 seconds leading into that under 4 media timeout. But then, coming out of that timeout, Sam Houston turned the tables on them and turned it into a 7-0 run for the Bearkats, making it 35-24 in under a minute coming out of that timeout. And that is what has really brought us here to the score of 38-28. A lead for the Bearkats. Dixie State finishing that half, however, 5 of their last 7. Looking at the stats, Sam Houston shooting 47% right now, 16 of 34 from the field. Dixie State is 39%, 11 of 28. The three-point land has not been kind to the Trailblazers out of St. George, Utah, shooting 13% from outside the arc. Sam Houston is 6 of 14. That's good for 43%. In that first half, Sam Houston did not make a trip to the free throw line. However, for Dixie, they have, and they went 5 of 10, something they're going to have to clean up. 9 turnovers between the two teams, so very well disciplined. 7 points off of turnovers between the two teams. Sam Houston, for the first time in the first half since Grand Canyon, are winning the rebounding battle. 21 of 17, 5 of those for Sam Houston on the offensive side. 2 blocks for the Bearkats, none for Dixie, but Dixie's got 3 steals. Sam has none. 12 assists to Sam Houston, 7 for Dixie. Savion Flagg, he is leading the way right now in the point category. Another game for Savion Flagg, sitting in double digits. When we come back, we will talk over keys to the second half, as well as take a look at the college basketball scoreboard. So don't go away, folks. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
Season tickets are on sale for 2021-22 basketball season. Season tickets start as low as $99. One price gets you both men's and women's Bearkat basketball. Call 936-294-1729 or go online at gobearkats.com/tickets to secure your seat today.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a no bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your no bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here on the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. If you're just joining us, we're at the break here between Sam Houston and Dixie State. The Bearkats on top 38-28. Here's some keys to the second half for Sam Houston. Big one right here. Limit the fouls. Dixie State did not put you in the bonus, so limit the fouls on your end. And now, granted, one thing is going your way. They're not shooting very well from the free throw line, shooting 50%, but limit the fouls in the second half. You don't want your key players in foul trouble. Keep the good ball movement going. It's leading to points. So if you move the ball well, it is leading to points for the Bearkats tonight. Continue to close out on the defensive rebounds. You're winning that battle right now, so if you continue to close out on them, it'll start to go your way, and you can try and pull away in this game. But the only way to do that is don't give up anything easy. I've noticed down the stretch of that first half, there was just a couple of easy buckets for the Trailblazers, so don't give up anything easy. And if things go cold shooting-wise like it did towards the end of that first half, especially also in the game against Seattle, don't panic. Put up quality shots, and that is how Sam Houston can improve to 9-2 in Western Athletic Conference play. Time to take a look at the college basketball scoreboard. Utah Valley down to Stephen F. Austin right now, 38-31 up in Nacogdoches. Stephen F. Austin trying to work their way back up those WAC standings. Two games going to tip off at 8 p.m. our time tonight. Seattle U is on the road in Phoenix taking on Grand Canyon. That's a big one right there for the undefeated Western Athletic Conference leaders. And over in Las Cruces, Cal Baptist taking on New Mexico State. That one also tipping off at 8 p.m., both those games on ESPN+. And the road to March is on, ladies and gentlemen. The top five in the Western Athletic Conference. Seattle 8-0, New Mexico State 7-1, your Bearkats are 8-2, Grand Canyon 5-3, and Utah Valley is 5-3 as well. The Bearkats get Utah Valley on Saturday, so that one should be a good one as the road to Las Vegas is on. That will do it for the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. When we come back, we'll get you back out to Rob Hipp for the second half over at Johnson Coliseum. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. Stay safe and stay warm. If you're out on the roads tonight, please be careful. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated is a family-owned, full-service business based in Huntsville, Texas for over 20 years. They do business cards, decals, yard signs, banners, and billboards to name a few. They can design and fabricate electrical signs to fit your business needs. Busted signs and lights? Their 45-foot bucket truck and in-house electrician can service you. They are located at 625 Highway 190 East. Give them a call at 936-435-9966. Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated looks forward to serving you.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
This has been the Bearkat Basketball Halftime Show. We'll be right back with the second half of tonight's game on the Bearkat Sports Network and 101.7 KSAM.
Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wiesner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wiesner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wiesner Huntsville.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp here live from Johnson Coliseum in beautiful Huntsville, Texas. Sam Houston men's basketball leading Dixie State 38-28. Good crowd here tonight, even though we've got cold temperatures outside. And earlier on, right when we got the tip-off, it didn't look like we were going to be too busy, but more folks kept filtering in, and we do have a pretty good crowd here. Still well below some of the attendance that we've seen earlier this season. But nonetheless, we appreciate all of those that were able to come out here tonight and be part of this ball game here in person. I want to remind you, as always, get out here to Johnson Coliseum if you can make it. Sam Houston men's basketball, always a lot of fun to watch. The women, of course, also play here. Volleyball plays here. So get out and support Sam Houston Athletics. We're especially asking people to come out and support this men's basketball team as they're doing very well in conference play at 8-2, their first season in the WAC. They'll have one more season before moving over to Conference USA. And this Bearkat team was pegged to finish 7th in the Western Athletic Conference, and they have done a pretty good job here against some very tough teams. By the way, we go back to that Grand Canyon game that where Sam Houston was victorious. Grand Canyon has lost every game since then after losing to the Bearkats. I believe they're on a 3-game skid right now, and so maybe Sam Houston put a little dagger in them for a while. But currently Bearkats here trying to stay on top of this Dixie State Trailblazer team as we are moments away from the second half getting started. Appreciate Carlos Zimmerman back at the flagship. And once again, this broadcast made possible by our good friends at H-E-B. No store does more than my H-E-B. The fans are on their feet here, making some noise here, and they will not sit for a while once we get started here in this ball game. Sam Houston 47% in that first half, 39% for Dixie State from the field. Dixie State, though, making 5 of their last 7 shots. So the Bearkats here will have to try to step up on their defense. Part of those keys to victory that we talked to from Coach Hooten was stay on top of the offense transition. I think they've done a good job on that. And they've also been aggressive here, and they've got to continue to pick that up as well. We'll get back into action here. Dixie State inbounding now, moving from left to right. Bounce goes down low into the hands of Leader. He'll put it up right side. Good. So the opening basket in possession will go to Dixie State. 38-30, Bearkats by 8 as we are 20 seconds into this one here in the second half. Jaden Ray back into the game. He was in foul trouble early and had to take a seat. Over to Ipe on the left wing. Ipe finds Lampley on that left wing. Fires it back up top, Savion Flagg. Flagg trying to work here on Schofield. He'll fire a 3 straight away. That's an air ball. Don't see too many air balls there by Savion Flagg. Our good friend Alan Smith is watching from Zapata. Alan, good to hear from you, my friend. And also some more of our friends from the Nicholas family saying, go hard, Diesel, keep balling. It's from Ace in Dallas, Texas. 38-30, Bearkats lead by 8, 19-13 to go. Dixie State has it, and it's a charge here as Javion May took it. It's on Cameron Gooden. That is his 3rd personal and the first team foul of this second half. Inbounding Savion Flagg as the Bearkats will move from right to left over to Jaden Ray. Jaden Ray will waltz his way across the timeline of the SH logo. Now starting to turn on the Jets. He'll find a lane, flies it over to Savion Flagg. The Lampley left wing 3. This one won't fall. Rebound Ipe as he goes over. Back to May, right wing, driving inside. Teardrop Jaden Ray. That shot won't drop. Isaiah Pope with the rebound. Now on the near side, Gooden from left to right, guarded here by Ray. Gooden picks up his dribble. Leader thought about a 3, picks this one up, and it's turned over as tripped up down there was Schofield, and Ipe came up with it. Bounce pass from Flagg to Ipe to May. May puts it up. It's blocked. Goes back over to Lampley. Right wing 3. Turn on the lights, baby. Oh, mama, it's DeMarcus Lampley from downtown. And the Bearkats back by 11, 41-30. 18-20 to go on the Miller Time game clock here in East Texas tonight. It's Dixie State. It's Leader. Takes a 3 straight away. This one high up into the air. Drops back down, and Ipe hauls in the rebound. Up top over to Jaden Ray on the far side. He'll move it left wing. Handoff Savion Flagg. Flagg takes a 3 on its way. Bam! Chapow, baby! Back-to-back 3s for the Bearkats. This one by Savion Flagg. And Sam Houston is back tying their largest lead at 14, 44-30 with 17:40 to go here in the ball game. It's back over to Gooden at the top. Pass goes to Pope. Pope, a couple of right-handed dribbles. Good defense. Lampley, left corner, 3 on the way. This shot won't fall for Stain. Here come the Bearkats. Jaden Ray, 1-on-2. As he'll drop it off Ipe. Ipe, flip it up, and it's an offensive foul. And boy, Javion May came down hard. There's 3 bodies down there. Schofield is down there. And it is on Tristan Ipe. Tough break there for Ipe. His first personal and the first team foul for the Bearkats here in the second half. 44-30, 17:30 to go on the Miller Time game clock. Bearkats on a 6-0 run over the last minute. And Dixie State has not scored in the last 2:16. They'll inbound it here. It is Gooden on the near side from left to right. Ray guarding him. Gooden. Hand off to Pope. Pope, chest pass. Goes over to Stain. Stain trying to cross over May. Left wing, pass to Leader. Leader still has it. Now a right-handed dart to Gooden. Down to 9 on the shot clock. Pass over to Stain. Stain from the right elbow takes a jumper. Not there. Rebound Lampley. He'll pass over to Jaden Ray on the far side from right to left. Ray trying to wiggle his way inside. Now the pass to Lampley. Lampley back up top. Here's Jaden Ray. This one off the front of the rim won't fall. And a foul here going up for the rebound. Savion Flagg was going for it, and he has fouled the loose ball foul on Dancel Leader. That is his second personal and the second team foul. Inbounding Jaden Ray for the Bearkats, leading by 14, 44-30, finds Javion May over to Lampley, left wing 3. This one off the back of the rim, bounced around, May has it. Offensive rebound, down to Kuba Kurwowski, who checked in. He is double teamed down there on the right wing. Passes up top to Ray. Ray working his dribble, down to 10 on the shot clock. Left wing Lampley swings it around the hip, over to Flag, back to May. May inside the circle, blocked from behind, holds on to it, finds Lampley. 3, corner, this one no good. Batted around, ball into the hands of Leader, and finally dropped to Schofield. And now here comes Dixie State on the right side. Gooden behind the back dribble. Kurwowski, oh baby, had the big Bearkat claw in his face. It's over to Sam Houston. Jaden Ray has it from the left corner, trying to flip this one over to May, and it's turned over. Pope with a nice steal. Pope now working 1-on-2. Reaching in, stole the ball. How about that by Jaden Ray to Javion May? May flips it up, shot no good. It was blocked by Stain. He'll go back to Leader here. Now the right corner 3 on the way. Good at the bottom of the net by Isaiah Pope. Man, what a sequence of events there by both teams. Good ball movement, just nothing was going down. 44-33, 15:40 to go on the Miller time game clock here in the second half. Jaden Ray will bring it into the front court here. Hooten calling for his team to move. He's telling Cooper Kowalski to move out of the way down there. Here is Savion Flag. Flag with the offensive foul.
Offensive foul called on number 1, Savion Flag.
Nope, stop, flop, open up shop, and it's a turnover. Savion Flag charged with the foul. His first personal second team foul. That'll take us to our first media time out of the second half. Bearkats leading 44-33, 15:30 to go. We'll be back in 90 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy H-E-B app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Welcome back, friends, here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. I'm Rob Hipp as Sam Houston leading Dixie State 44-33. The Bearkats, though, 0 of their last 5 shots. They've turned it over 3 times in the last 2:30 in that scoring drought as well. 15:30 to go on the Miller time game clock. They'll try to put a stop to that. Bearkats have turned it over 8 times here so far, and they have cooled off now 18 of 45 from the field at 40% shooting. Dixie State will inbound here. Sam Houston, by the way, only 2 of 11 in this half, 2 for 7. As Gooden will have it here on the inbound from left to right. Goes back over here to the left wing, Stain. Back up top, Gooden. Jaden Ray on him, trying to work inside. Kowalski bats it down, but Gooden back on it. Here's a left wing 3, Pope off the back of the iron. Gooden with another offensive rebound and a reach in here on Savion Flag as he was trying to rip it away from Jacob Nichols. It's on Savion Flag, his second personal and the 3rd team foul. Good friend Thomas Ariano joining us from Georgetown, just north of Austin. Good to hear from you, Mr. Ariano. He was my marketing teacher back in high school. That was just a year ago, Mr. Ariano, wasn't it? 44-33, back into it here. Dixie State has it up top to Schofield. Go left corner 3 on its way. This shot won't drop for Gonsalves. Bearkats with the rebound. Dante Powers behind the back pass to Jaden Ray. Ray into the front court near dead center. From right to left. Now he'll rotate over to the right wing. Gooden guarding him. Right pass from the right hand to Dante Powers. Back over to Ray. Ray trying to go through 2 defenders. Stop, shot, up and up. This one dropped in and good. How about that for Jaden Ray with the fancy footwork? The Bearkats leading back by 13, 46-33 with 14:35 to go here in the ball game. Pass down, turned over, and out of bounds. No, it stays with Dixie State. There was a pass that was fired down there from Stain trying to go on the baseline, and it was knocked out of bounds by Sam Houston. Damon Nicholas will check back into the ball game for Savion Flagg. Eric, by the way, from Dallas-Fort Worth, shouting out to Damon Nicholas. Diesel, awesome young man and player. Again, appreciate the Nicholas family. Thanks for joining us. Dixie State with the inbound. Here's Schofield straightaway three. Good. Boy, he shot that one right in front of Kuba Kowalski. You're not going to get many over that young man. 46-36, Bearkats by 10. 14-16 to go in the game. Dante Powers has it on the right wing. He'll find Jaron Cook way downtown. This one off the back of the rim. Rebound all the way up to Stain. Stain quickly will find Gonsalves to Stain at the top of the three-point line. Little give-and-go action from Schofield. Back to Stain. Reach up and a foul here. We'll see if it's on. It's on Kuba Kowalski. So Kowalski will pick up his second personal. Already 4 team fouls for the Bearkats, as Kuba will head back over to the bench, and Kean Scroggins checking in for him. 46-36, Bearkats by 10, 13:59 to go on that Miller time game clock here in the ball game. As Nichols has it. Trapped down there by Nicholas. Nichols on Nicholas. Go to Gooden. Pass back up top here to Nichols. Trying to work through, and a steal by Nicholas Jr. Here comes Diesel, baby. Trying to go coast to coast. And we've got to reach into the foul here. I believe it's before the shot by Cameron Gooden. So Gooden now with 4 personal fouls and the 3rd team foul. He'll have to head over to the bench here as Brock Gilbert, the 5'10" junior guard, checking in. It was not in the act of shooting. Jaden Ray will inbound here. 27 on the shot clock. Goes to Dante Powers on the right wing. Over to Jaron Cook, left wing. Back up top to Powers. Powers chest pass to Cook. Cook, give and go over to Ray. Ray back over to Dante Powers. Powers over his right shoulder to Kean Scroggins. Almost loses the handle, and he does. And now I think it went out of bounds here. We'll see if there was a foul. Yeah, it's on Dante Powers. Tough break there for Sam Houston's Dante Powers. That's his first personal and the 5th team foul by Sam Houston here in the second half. Jaden Ray will head back over to the bench as Javon Grant will check in for him. It is Grant, Cook, Scroggins, Powers, and Nicholas out there for Sam Houston. So playing a little bit small here now with the Bearkats. Ball goes up top here to Schofield. Back over to the right side. Gonsalves trying to work inside. Left wing shot and a pass. Here goes. That shot won't fall in. Schofield battering it around, and a reach-in foul here against Sam Houston down in the paint. That could go on 1 of 3 Cats. They're going to call it on Kean Scroggins. His second personal. 6 team fouls by Sam Houston. 46-36. Bearkats have turned it over 4 times in the last 5 minutes, only making 1 of their last 7 shots. Led by as many as 14. At one point, it was trimmed down to 4. Bearkats right before the half, able to pull it back away. Inbound pass knocked away. Jaron Cook has it. Cook here wanting to go inside. He'll float it up off the left side. That shot good for Jaron Cook. Love seeing that for Jaron Cook as he needs some momentum. He already has a 3 in this ball game as he's lit the stove, and now a layup off the left side of the clear. 48-36, Dixie State trailing back on the right side, 12:47 to go. Here is Gonsalves. Pass over a left corner 3. Gilbert, there to clear it up was Stain. He couldn't put it back in, though, and it's turned over to Sam Houston. Stain was right there on it. He had the offensive rebound, just couldn't drop it in. Savion Flagg checking back into the ball game now for the Bearkats as Diesel Nicholas heads back over. Get a pat on the back from head coach Jason Hooten. Also a substitution for Dixie State as Trayvon Alfrey will check back into the ball game, and over to the bench is Hunter Schofield. So when Schofield goes out, that is your leading scorer on the team with 13 points, and Sam Houston's going to have to take advantage of that here. Got to hit some shots. So Savion Flagg, left wing Jaron Cook. Cook back up top to Grant on the left side. Grant trying to float this one over to Scroggins. Scroggins finds Savion Flagg from the corner, trying to work from the baseline. Step back, floats up a shot here. Wanted a foul, didn't get the call. Stein has it. Stein trying to wiggle through defenders on the right side. Floated up, no good, but a foul. He'll have 2 free throws coming up. I think that one is on Kean Scroggins. That's his 3rd personal and the 7th team foul. That was in the act of shooting anyway, so 2 free throws coming up here for Frank Stein. He is a 73% free throw shooter. Stain, rather. I keep saying Stein. It's Stain. And no free throws tonight. He's 0 for 4 from the field, looking for his first point, and he has it. So that'll end a 2-minute, 16-second scoring drought. Kean Scroggins will head back over to the bench. Coach Hooten telling him to slow down as Hooten's going to have a discussion here with Scroggins, giving him a little mentorship down there. Second free throw for Stain, good as well. He made both of them. 48-38, Bearkats trying to keep it a 10-point-plus advantage as Savion Flagg will inbound here. 12-11 to go on the Miller time game clock in the ball game. Inbound over to Grant, back over to Flagg. Flagg swings this one around his hip, over to Grant, back to Flagg. They've got to get into the front court, and Savion does finally, and boy, just threw this one away and turned it over. And Coach Hooten just puts his arms around crosses over his arms at his hip and says, come on, guys, as he looks down. Those are the things that the coach won't be happy about. 10 turnovers now by Sam Houston. 48-38, Dixie State back on the right side. It is Gilbert here. Javon Grant hits the deck, no call. Back up top to Mulibea. Now inside the paint. Allfree, turn around off the right side, no good. Ipe with the rebound. Savion Flagg on the near side, bounce pass behind him over to Grant. Grant into the front court on the left side, trying to work around a high Ipe screen. He'll float up a teardrop. That shot no good. Ipe over the back. That's a foul there. It's going to go against Nichols. Ipe was fouled down there. The foul is on Jacob Nichols, his first personal, fourth team foul, and that will take us to a media timeout. 48-38. Bearkats only making 2 of their last 10 shots, and they're trying to stay on top by double digits. We'll step aside, take a break for 90 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
Welcome back, friends. 48-38. Sam Houston only making 2 of their last 10 shots. Dixie State only 1 of their last 7, and no field goals in the last 3 minutes. Bearkats will have it here. Men's basketball as we get set for the inbound. 11:31 to go. Bearkats by 10. Javon Grant will inbound on his own left baseline. Trying to find an open teammate. Goes all the way up top over to Jaron Cook. It's almost a questionable pass there. Luckily, Cook able to hold it down as Grant was on him. Over to Javon Grant, down to 10 on the shot clock. Left wing, Jaron Cook, back up top to Grant. Grant looks up, he sees the shot clock, flips this one up. Oh, mama, what an alley-oop down there to Savion Flagg as he throws it down with authority thanks to the good play by Javon Grant. 50-38, that got the crowd fired up. Here's Dixie State back over. It is a pass from Gonsalves, back over to Gilbert. Gonsalves, left wing 3, no good. No one out there to box out, gets his own rebound, and thought for a moment he could have said he traveled. They're going to call a foul here on Sam Houston. It's going to go on Tristan Ipe. So Ipe with his second personal, 18 fouls, and a 1-and-1 coming up here for Gonsalves. Jaden Ray into the ball game now for Javon Grant. Gonsalves on the right side to shoot a 1-and-1. He is a 62% free throw shooter, only 8 of 13 on the season. He has played in all 21 games. Right-handed first attempt, no good. Rebound, Savion Flagg. Bearkats by 12, 50-38, 10:46 to go here in the ball game as Jaden Ray has it. Quickly over at the top of the three-point line. A couple of right-handed dribbles, finds Jaron Cook. Jaron Cook trying to shake and bake here on Mulibea. Trying to put a little Mulibea on him. Over to Savion Flagg at the top. Savion over his left shoulder down to Ray. Ray, the NASA Rockets on. The shot no good. Ipe not able to haul in the rebound. Mulibea has it. He'll go over to the near side from left to right. Nichols picks up his dribble. Mulibea, 3 straight away. No good. Front of the rim. Rebound to Jaden Ray. Ray launches this one over to Savion Flagg. Flagg quickly wanting to go. He'll find Ipe. Flipped in good. Oh, mama, what a play by Tristan Ipe as he sliced and diced his way inside. It was a beautiful assist there from Savion Flagg, and an and one coming up for Tristan Ipe. Bearkats have got back to their largest lead of 14, 52-38. And Ipe here to the line for an and one opportunity. 4 points in this ball game, his first time at the charity stripe here on the left side. Ipe, a 57% free throw shooter. As he'll take several dribbles, bends his knees, left-handed free throw, no good. Pops it away, though. He stayed with it, popped it out of the hands, over to Savion Flagg. He'll put it up, left side off the glass. Good, baby. Man, Ipe missed it, ran inside, popped it away there from Dixie State. It was Schofield who wasn't expecting him. And that offensive opportunity leading for Savion Flagg. Here's Gonsalves. He'll go up top. Jaden Ray knocked it away. Gilbert able to hold on to it. Gilbert. Boy, the defense there by Sam Houston as they switch off. Gilbert throws it over, and Mulibea was wide open. So Mulibea able to lay that one in off the right side from the Gonsalves assist. 54-40. That'll end a drought of almost 3 minutes for Dixie State. 9:26 on the Miller time game clock remaining. Jaden Ray has it on the left side. Gilbert guarding him. Ray commanding the offense, sending Cook up to the top of the 3. Bounce pass goes to Cook, right wing. Tracing his way back over to Savion Flagg, way out there near the volleyball line at the top. Savion Flagg trying to work a dribble here on Schofield. He'll take a jumper from the left elbow. That shot won't fall. Gilbert with the rebound. And, boy, the clock went off there, and it was already hit the rim. Pass goes over to Leader, who's back in the game. Leader trying to work on the right baseline. Ipe got a block. Second attempt goes up, and he's fouled, and 2 free throws coming up here. So Tristan Ipe with his 3rd personal. That is the 9th team foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Dancel Leader. Oh, I beg your pardon, they called it on Savion Flagg. So that's his 3rd personal. Ipe only with 2. Leader here at the line on the right side, shooting 2, right-handed free throw shot, good. We'll have one more. Dante Powers checking back into the ball game for Jaron Cook. 5 points in 15 minutes so far for Cook. He's had a productive game. How about Lampley tonight? 4 of 13 from the field. His shooting hasn't been there, but he's got 11 points. Had some big threes in 24 minutes. Leader, next free throw good as well. Makes both of them. He's got 8 points now in 20 minutes. Bearkats leading by 12. 8:50 to go on that Miller time game clock. Ray into the front court. Over to Dante Powers. Back to Ray. Ray, left-handed dribble, turns on the Jets, fires it down to Savion Flagg, right side off the clear, good. The assist down there by Dante Powers. Here's Gilbert into the front court from left to right for the Trailblazers. We'll go over here to the right wing. Gonsalves, straight away 3. Grant, this one no good. Gilbert rather, no good. Rebound Ipe. He's hopping around on the baseline. The officials are going to look at this, and they say it went out of bounds off Sam Houston. They're going to talk about this one. So the 2 officials are conversing just in front of the Trailblazer bench. One official said it was off the Bearkats. The other said it was off the Trailblazers. They're going to talk about it, and it is Trailblazer basketball. Oh, they're going to call a foul here. I believe they called a foul. Wait a minute. Well, the official made a 1-2 like it was against Ipe. It was not a foul. I believe they said Ipe was down there and the one who knocked it away. Of course, we're opposite from the scorer's table. It's hard to see those hand signals. And inbound pass coming up here from Gonsalves just in front of his own bench on the right side. Dante Powers on top of him. Bounce pass goes up top here to Schofield. Schofield hand back over to Gilbert. Good defense, Jaden Ray. Gilbert chest pass to the right wing Leader. Leader hand back off to Gonsalves. Trying to work on Dante Powers. Powers poking it around. Left corner, it's out of bounds. Gonsalves trying to find Gilbert, and he threw it away. 56-42, Bearkats by 14, 8:04 to go here in the ball game. Things for this Dixie State team visiting from St. George, Utah won't get easier. They're on a 2-game road trip. They'll face Stephen F. Austin coming up on Saturday. So a little Texas two-step, and they're going up against two of the toughest teams in the Western Athletic Conference. Here's Jaden Ray back over, up top Savion Flagg. Flagg crossing over, scooping it down to Ipe, and he threw it away. Trying to feed one in as quick as he could, and that will take us to a break. We'll go ahead and send it back to Carlos Zimmerman at the flagship for a scoreboard update. Carlos, over to you.
Thank you, Rob. Back here inside the flagship KSAM studio. Stephen F. Austin's running away with it up in Nacogdoches. They lead Utah Valley 62-42 at the moment. Seattle, Ewing, Grand Canyon, Cal Baptist, New Mexico State, they tip off in 7 minutes. And the only thing going on in the top 25 of college basketball tonight, Arizona, number 7 team in the country, taking on number 3 UCLA. They lead at 42-30 at the break in Arizona. Let's get you back out to Rob Hipp at Johnson Coliseum. Rob?
Carlos, thank you, my friend. 56-42, 7:49 to go on that Miller time game clock here at Huntsville, Texas. Sam Houston men's basketball on top of Dixie State. Still a lot of time, though. But the Bearkats' defense has been very stingy, forcing Dixie State only 1 of 9 in their last 9 shots, shooting 15 of 46 at 33%. Sam Houston, though, from the field, 24 of 56. They have taken 10 more shots from the field, 43%. The Bearkats doing a good job here from the three-point line, 8 of 23 at 35%. They have only been to the free throw line once. It was an and one opportunity, 0 for 1. Each team has turned it over 11 times. The Bearkats, though, have scored 11 points off of 11 Trailblazer turnovers, while the Trailblazers have only scored 3 points off of those 11 Sam Houston turnovers. Bearkats, by the way, one of the keys to victory was out-rebounding the Trailblazers. They have done that so far here in this game, 36-32. Sam Houston also doing a great job dishing it out tonight, 18 assists compared to 11. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
101.7 KSAM is KSAM Huntsville, and you're listening to the Bearkat Sports Network.
We'll whistle it back in here at Johnson Coliseum. Dixie State trying to find some rhythm, only making 1 of their last 9 shots. Set to inbound here is Dancel Leader, and he will launch it in over to Pope. Jaden Ray out there for the Bearkats alongside Savion Flagg, Powers, Lampley, and Ipe in a 2-3 zone on the defensive side. Pass goes over the corner here. Staying on that left side, Dante Powers trying to steal it. And did he step out of bounds? No, he fouled him. No, it's going to be on Frank Stain. It's an offensive foul. It's his 3rd personal and the 6th team foul by Dixie State. So how about that turn of events? As Flagg will inbound over to Jaden Ray. He'll dance his way into the front court across the S of the SH logo. Back over to Flagg. The Texas A&M graduate transfer, handoff over to Lampley. Lampley to Powers on the left wing. Powers trying to work inside the paint. He'll go to Savion Flagg, right wing 3. Raise the flag, baby! It's Savion from downtown. Bearkats up by 17, 59-42. Leader has it for the Trailblazers. Back over into the hands of Muliboy Bea. Now to the left wing, Pope. Pope fires this one over. Left corner 3 is off the mark by Schofield. Rebound Powers. Bearkats making 4 of their last 5 shots, trying to keep that streak and that fire alive. Dante Powers over his left shoulder with a right-handed pass up top to Savion Flagg. Flagg waves over Ray with his left hand to the right wing. Back up here to Ipe. Ipe flips it over. Lampley, left corner 3. Turn on the lights, baby. It's DeMarcus. Light him up, Lampley. Bearkats leading by 20 now on an 8-0 run over the last 2 minutes, making 3 of their last 3. While Dixie State has not scored in 2:30, 1 of their last 10 shots. Dante Powers heading over to the bench as he's grimacing, grabbing his right ankle. Going to get a look at down there. Coach Mudge, the assistant, taking a look at him. Maybe his right thigh and his right knee. Hopefully things with Dante are okay. He's been a force and a spark here for this Bearkat team tonight. As Dixie State has it back over on the right side, it's Stain, and a whistle and a foul here called against the Cats. It's going to go on Javion May, his 3rd personal. That's the 10th team foul, so now Dixie State in the double bonus. They'll shoot 2 the rest of the 6:15, trailing by 20, 62-42. Leader at the right side. Shoot the free throws here. He'll bend his knees. Right-handed free throw shot on the way. Good. He's got one more coming up. Kean Scroggins checking in for Tristan Ipe. Ipe will get a loud clap of praise from Coach Hooten, standing in front of the scorer's table, and his bench stands up. Everybody giving him a high five. Giovanni Amejeru, injured Bearkat, who's only saw action in one game, probably won't play this season. He's out there supporting his team as well. Second free throw missed. Jaden Ray over to Lampley. Lampley, he'll float one here. This shot good from about 12 on the right side. Lampley finding the juice, baby. 64-43, a whistle and a timeout called here by Dixie State. We'll take it for 30 seconds with them. 64-43. We'll be back in a moment from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
64-43, Sam Houston men's basketball on a run here, making 4 of their last 4 shots, outscoring Dixie State 26-15. Sam Houston trying to get back into the win column after dropping a tough one at Seattle University on Saturday after a 6-game winning streak. They're trying to put an end to a 3-game winning streak for Dixie State. Dixie State on a 2-game road trip here in the Lone Star State. They will face Stephen F. Austin coming up on Saturday. That 3-game winning streak started with a 71-55 victory versus Lamar, an 85-74 win versus UTRGV, and then at Chicago State, a 79-65 victory there going back to last week. A lot of friends joining us in the booth. My beautiful fiance and our baby daughter joining us. Bridget, love you, sweetheart, and my daughter, baby Braylon, 2.5, going on 3 months here before too long. Joining Mama tonight. Thank y'all for listening here from Huntsville, Texas. Deneen Thompson joining us as well, saying, way to go Bearkats, love my Bearkats. And if Deneen was here in the Lone Star State, I guarantee she would be down here on the front row tonight. Again, you can get your tickets for Sam Houston Athletics, including men's basketball, at GoBearkats.com. Sam Houston got another one coming up here at home, part of their 2-game homestand, facing Utah Valley at 2 p.m. on Saturday before heading to Chicago State on the 12th.
Trailblazers to impact.
All critical games here for Sam Houston. Still a lot of basketball left as they will play through March the 3rd before the WAC tournament starting March the 10th through the 12th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dixie State has it here on the right side. It's Stain up top. A little give and go back to Stain. Now a straightaway 3 off the front of the rim won't drop by Schofield. We got a whistle here on the offensive side. It's a loose ball foul. It's going to go on Frank Stain, his 4th personal. And the 7th team foul by Dixie State. The officials are going to look at this one because if it was on the defensive side, I think it was. As the Bearkats were going in for the rebound and Stain fouled them. So 1-1 coming up here for Javion May and Sam Houston. 64-43, 5:44 to go here on that Miller time game clock in the second. Javion May will take a deep breath. He'll bend his knees. The front end, no good. Oh, man, as Kean Scroggins was held down there by Schofield. You can't do that. Schofield will pick up his foul here. That is his 2nd personal. 8 team fouls on the loose ball foul. Man, Kean Scroggins, that's one of those that'll hurt your neck in the morning. Scroggins here now with a 1-1. A 65% free throw shooter. Kean Scroggins with 4 points in 11 minutes. The Charge King, as we've came to call him. He'll bend his knees, left-handed free throw on the front end, good. He'll have one more. Good confidence booster there for Kean Scroggins. I know Angie will be happy about that one. Angie always joining us. Appreciate you, Angie. That's his mother. Wonderful folks. As Kean Scroggins will take one more. Made the first one, second one on the way. This one good as well. 66-43, Sam Houston up front by 23 with 5:40 to go. Miller time game clock. Gooden will bring it into the front court here for Dixie State. He's back out on the court trying to work something inside. Bounced around a leader, and now a 3-pointer from that left corner is no good by Gooden, and the rebound to Javion May, and he's fouled down there. Leader may have been charged for that one. It's already 9 team fouls now. Another free throw opportunity, 1-and-1 coming up here for Sam Houston. It is on Dancel Leader, his 3rd personal, 9th team foul. Javion May here on the left side. Jay May here on the left side for Sam Houston. A 53% free throw shooter, only 8 of 15 this season, hasn't gotten to the line a lot. Here's his right-handed free throw. This one good. He'll have one more coming up as he makes it on the front end. A couple of whistles here, and the officials are going to discuss a few things here. Maybe someone called a timeout, I'm not sure, as Quentin Baylor. The officials didn't really give any indication as to what that whistle was for. Both teams are talking to each other. May have just been a quick timeout. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory-trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient, and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated is a family-owned, full-service business based in Huntsville, Texas for over 20 years. They do business cards, decals, yard signs, banners, and billboards, to name a few. They can design and fabricate electrical signs to fit your business needs. Busted signs and lights? Their 45-foot bucket truck and in-house electrician can service you. They are located at 625 Highway 190 East. Give them a call at 936-435-9966. Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated looks forward to serving you.
Every life is unique. Some are filled with sports or music. Whatever memories you have, you can trust the hometown experts at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and we have planned and arranged thousands of services, each as unique as the life being celebrated. When it's time, you can trust us to help you and your family plan a remembrance to mirror a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home because every life deserves to be celebrated.
Okay, so the officials are out of their huddle here, and again, we were trying to get some clarification on exactly what they were reviewing. The officials talking things over at the scorers table. They're taking a lot of time here. Each official going over. Official had a chat there with head coach Jason Hooten. And just waiting to hear what Quentin Baylor says. He's down there at the scorers table. We don't get any information from that side. I even asked some fans here what's going on. They said they were confused. I asked back at our flagship what was going on. Nobody had an answer there. Quentin Baylor looks confused as he was looking around, and must have been a little 2 fouls here. Technicals called, so Javion May will shoot one here on the left side. It's no good. Now we'll go to the right side and shoot one.
On the previous free throw, flagrant 1 foul assessed to number 40, Kean Scroggins.
It was a flagrant foul, I believe, a flagrant 1 called on Kean Scroggins. And then another foul back the other way, and Schofield will shoot one here. He makes that one. One more coming up here for Schofield. Made the first one. Second one on the right side, good as well. That's what it was, just a little back-to-back double fouls called. 67-45. 5:25 to go on the Miller time game clock. Sam Houston up front. Dixie State with the lead. Inbound pass goes all the way to Gooden. On the right side, double team. Savion Flagg, Jaden Ray on him. Savion Flagg will move off now and move to a 1-and-1 on the defense. A little man-to-man, rather. Bounce pass down low goes here to Stain. Right side, no good. Rebound Flagg. Boy, he is being stripped all over. That's got to be a foul on Stain. It is.
Loose ball foul called on number 22.
So he'll foul out of the game with 5 team fouls. And now the Bearkats in the double bonus. They'll shoot 2 the rest of this 5:10 to go. Well, friends, if you're out there joining us, a lot of folks joining us tonight. Jonathan Knobloch cheering on the Bearkats, saying, let's eat it up. Let's get a win. Also, Shirley Hipp, north of Boston and Georgetown, saying, go Cats, eat them up. Also, if you're joining us on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network, you can text us on that Bearkat fan text line at 512-522-9105. Here's Savion Flagg on the left side to shoot 2. First free throw on the way from the right hand. Good for Flagg. He's having another very productive game with 24 points, 10 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point land. One more coming up here for Flagg. He'll bend his knees. Next one on the way. Drops it and good. 2 free throws there by Savion Flagg. He is 2 for 2. No, they mark it as a missed. I thought he made it. He did make it. 69-45 the score. Shot missed back the other way by Dixie State. Here comes Jaden Ray. 4:50 to go here in the ball game. Ray has it on the left side to the left wing with the right-handed dribble. Go back up top to Savion Flagg. Handoff back to Ray. Ray right-handed pass to Lampley. Lampley. He'll take a 3 from the right wing off the front of the rim. Won't drop. Rebound to Mulibea. Mulibea over to the left wing. He'll find Leader. Leader trying to go down low to Pope. May almost poked it away. Pope has it on the left baseline, and it's knocked off the feet and out of bounds off Schofield. Turnover by Dixie State. That is their 13th of the game. We'll give it back to Sam Houston. By the way, Dixie State, they have not made a field goal in over 5 minutes. Only one of their last 14 shots from the field. They have cooled way off. Probably to the outside temperature as their field goal percentage is at 29%. 15 of 51 in this ball game. Bearkats have it back on the left side. Jaden Ray to the right wing. Inside the right wing now. So he'll float it down. Ipe wide open off the right side of the glass and good thanks to the Jaden Ray assist. 71-45. Bearkats pulling away here. With 3:54 to go in the ball game. Gooden has it. Back over the left wing. A 3 here by Leacher. That one banked it in for 3 off the left side of the clear. 74-45, Bearkats up front, 3:42 to go in the Miller time game clock here in Huntsville. Jaden Ray from the Javion May pass. Ray has it, handoff back over to May. Up top to the 3, Savion Flagg, he's fouled here as Leacher reached in around his neck, and 2 free throws coming up here for Savion Flagg. Dantel Leacher with his 4th personal. Already in the double bonus are the Bearkats. Savion Flagg at the line here. He's 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 25 points, a chance to increase that. He's played in 31 minutes. 7 rebounds, 6 assists so far tonight. We do have a timeout, though, as a media timeout. We'll take it. We'll be back in 90 seconds from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Ticket Smarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at Ticketsmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on Ticketsmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. Ticketsmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. Ticketsmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Hey y'all, Josh Ward here for Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville. If you want a real truck that looks good and that can pull any load, do what I did. Decide the options you want and go see No Bull Bill. You'll spec out your order and agree on pricing, and then leave the rest up to Bill Fick Ford. You trust them to build the Ford truck of your dreams, and they'll trust you to buy it. No deposit required, and you still get a No Bull deal. It's buying made easy. Bill Fick Ford, your No Bull headquarters. Check them out online, BillFickFordHuntsville.com.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp here. Johnson Coliseum, 71-48. Bearkat men's basketball up front with 3:32 to go. Big shout out tonight and congratulations to Terrence Johnson. He's here with his family at Johnson Coliseum. He won some tickets. The local radio station to be here tonight. Wanted to show that, and we appreciate him. Goes by Big Dog Johnson here in Huntsville. Here's a free throw on the left side by Savion Flagg. The first one is missed. He's got one more coming up. Shooting 2 here. First one not there. Now 2 of 3. Second one bends his knees. Right-handed free throw good for Savion Flagg, and he's got 26 points. 72-48. Sam Houston up front. 3:27 to go. As Gooden has it here on the right wing for Dixie State. Jaden Ray has his hand inside Schofield. The pass now to the left wing. driving inside, moving the ball around, back over here, right wing 3, Mulibea. He'll nail it at the bottom of the net. It's his 21st three-pointer of the season. It's about a 38% three-point, 28% three-point shooter. 72-51. Bearkats back on the left side. Savion Flagg with it, 2:57 to go. Up top over to Ray. High screen Ipe. Ray trying to work through 2. Now fling this one back over and threw it away. That one bounced through some computer equipment by the TV guys down there. Got to be careful for that. That'll knock them off the air. And the ball goes out of bounds on the 12th turnover by Sam Houston. Jaron Cook will check back into the ball game for DeMarcus Lampley. Lampley gets a clap of praise from Coach Hooten, also assistant coach Bailey. And assistant coach Mudge, Von Grant getting set to check in. Dixie State has it here. Pope, right wing 3 on its way. This one off the left side of the glass. It wasn't close. And rebound Savion Flagg. Bearkats. Graciously, Jaden Ray walks it into the front court from right to left. With 2:25 to go, 72-51 Bearkats will get back into the win column. Go 9-2 in the Western Athletic Conference. Jaden Ray inside the paint. Teardrop shot, no good off the back of the rim. Ipe trying to get the board. It knocks it out of bounds. Javon Grant checking back into the game here for Jaden Ray. Also Damon Nicholas Jr. Diesel will come in, I believe, for Savion Flagg. So that'll probably do it for Flagg. He'll finish up 32 minutes with 26 points. As Dixie State inbounding here. They'll move from left to right. Gooden has it. 8 points in this ball. Seems like he's got a lot more than that. He's been all over the place. Here's a 3 from that left corner. It's not there for Mulibea. The offensive rebound by Javon Grant. Grant guarded by Pope. He needs to get into the front court. And he finally does at the half-court line. Javon Grant there with Pope still on him. 1:45 to go. Bearkat 72-51. Pope reaches in and fouls him. Isaiah Pope with his second personal foul. Bearkats already in the double bonus, so that'll send Javon Grant to the line shooting 2 here. Grant, the freshman guard, a 63% free throw shooter. Only 5 of 8 this season in 20 games. Averages 2 points a game in 7 minutes. So we'll have 2 free throw opportunities here on the left side as we wind down this final 1:44. Grant bends his knees. The free throw good. He'll have one more.
Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 1, Brock Gilbert, and number 11.
McGilbert will check in here. Brock Gilbert checks in alongside Noah Gonsalves. And done for the night is Isaiah Pope and Cameron Gooden. Kuba Kowalski also back in here for Javion May, and Kevin Martina on for the first time tonight. Martina, the 6'7" freshman forward. Free throws missed. Oh, Kuba slams it down. Hello, Warsaw, Poland. Back to Mama Kuba Kowalski. 73-51 with authority, and a timeout taken by the Trailblazers. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment from the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated is a family-owned, full-service business based in Huntsville, Texas for over 20 years. They do business cards, decals, yard signs, banners, and billboards, to name a few. They can design and fabricate electrical signs to fit your business needs. Busted signs and lights? Their 45-foot bucket truck and in-house electrician can service you. They are located at 625 Highway 190 East. Give them a call at 936-435-9966. Artex Signs and Lighting Incorporated looks forward to serving you.
75-51, 1:35 to go on that Miller time game clock as we are back in action here in Huntsville, Texas. Thanks for joining us. Sam Houston getting back into the win column. They'll go 9-3 in WAC play. Still a lot of games remaining in the schedule. They'll host Utah Valley on Saturday, then at Chicago State, Abilene Christian, at UTRGV, Stephen F. Austin, and Grand Canyon, and then finally wrap up season play March the 3rd, hosting Tarleton. Dixie State here, and a shot goes up, but it was a foul. Shot was not there. The foul on Javon Grant. It's his second personal. The Trailblazers into the double bonus. Shooting 2 here on the right side is Noah Gonsalves. 62% free throw shooter. He's looking for his first points of the ball game. He'll bend his knees. Right-handed free throw shot on the way. Good. Averages 5 points a game. Played in all 21 games. Averages those 5 points in 19 minutes per game. Made the first one. Second one is on the way. This free throw, good as well. Splash that one through. 75-53, Bearkats up front. Trying to run some clock down here. Kevin Martina inbounding over to Javon Grant. Martina got to get it into the front court over to Jaron Cook. And Cook gets it across. He wants to take this one in, floats it up to Kuba. Kuba tips it in. Oh, baby, what a play. Man, Javion May is on his feet, smiling down there from the bench. 77-53, 1 minute to go here in Huntsville. As Brock Gilbert goes back up top to Nichols. Nichols floats it left side, no good. Kurwowski with the rebound. Lampley was only 3 rebounds shy of a double-double, by the way. We'll talk to him tonight after the game as our impact player of the game. Nicholas loses the handle as Gilbert steals it from him. 37 seconds to go in the game. Gilbert feeding down low, blocked by Kurwowski as Mulabea went up with it. So Kuba getting in some action here. Javon Grant bringing it to the front court. Bearkats at about a 3-second differential from that game clock and shot clock. And Javon Grant will probably just run this one all the way down. Bearkats 30 of 64, 47%. They have outscored Dixie State 39-25 here in this second half. Jaron Cook takes a long three. This one off the front of the rim. And time should wind down here as Gilbert will bring it in the front court. 77-53. They'll probably take one last shot. Here's a left wing three. Rattles in and out. The putback is no good either. And that will do it, friends, tonight. Here in Huntsville, victorious the Bearkats, 77-53. Sam Houston back into the win column. They will go 14-10, 9-3 in Western Athletic, 9-2 in Western Athletic Conference play, while Dixie State will drop back to an even 500 at 11-11 and 4-5 in conference play. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll have post-game coming up, player and coach interviews and much more. Stay with us, friends. From Van Wagner, this is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship.
TicketSmarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than Ticketsmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
101.7 KSAM and the Bearkat Sports Network present the Bearkat Basketball Post-Game Show. Now for an in-depth analysis of tonight's game, let's return courtside with Rob Hipp.
The Bearkats taking care of business tonight as they get back into the win column, now 9-2 in Western Athletic Conference play here at home tonight. And a much-needed victory to keep things rocking and rolling, 77-53. We'll quickly go over some team stats here in this first break. For Dixie State, shooting only 17 of 59 at 29%. They shot 19% from three-point land, 5 of 26, 14 of 21. They got to the free throw line, missed 7 of them, though, 67%, turned it over 13 times. They only scored 3 points off of 13 Sam Houston rebounds. 36 rebounds total, 25 on the defensive glass, 11 offensive boards, had 4 second chance points, 9 off the bench, 24 down in the paint, 17 fast break points. We talked to Coach Hooten in pregame. He said that's one thing is we've really got to stop that fast break and that transition by this very good Dixie State team. So that's one of the negative things you can look at tonight is they were able to outscore Sam Houston on those fast break points. Again, 17 of them. Only 2 blocks, 6 steals, 13 assists. For Sam Houston, victorious tonight, your Bearkats, 30 of 65 from the field, 46% from the field. They shot 10 of 27 from downtown at 37%. Sam Houston, 7 of 12 from the free throw line, 13 turnovers. They scored 16 points off of 13 Dixie State turnovers, 49 total rebounds. How about that? 36 on the defensive side, 13 offensive rebounds tonight, 16 second chance points, 24 off the bench, 30 down in the paint, 7 fast break points, 5 blocks, 6 steals, and how about this? 23 assists tonight for your Bearkats. This ball game was only tied once for 12 seconds. 2 lead changes. Sam Houston led for 38 minutes, 41 seconds, while Dixie State only led for 1 minute and 7 seconds. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll have more stats and postgame coming up when we come back from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the Buy H-E-B app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Enjoy a great round of golf at the Bearkat course, formerly Raven Nest. Conveniently located on the southbound side of 45 in Huntsville, the Bearkat course offers award-winning value with special rates for alumni, faculty, staff, and students of Sam Houston State University. Memberships are available for as low as $139 per month that include unlimited greens fees and cart fees for the whole family. Visit the golf shop to get fitted for equipment and for the full stock of Sam Houston State University logoed men's and women's apparel. Let's play golf at the all-new Bearkat course in Huntsville.
Curious about what real estate agents enjoy the most? It's about reminding our clients that dreams really do come true. RE/MAX is the #1 real estate company nationwide. RE/MAX Prime Properties is a locally owned family business in Huntsville. Need a realtor knowledgeable in our area? Call one of our experienced agents and let us guide you home. RE/MAX Prime Properties is located at 1215 Financial Plaza, Huntsville, Texas, and is a proud partner of SHSU Athletics. Eat 'em up, Cats.
All right, friends, welcome back. Post-game here tonight from Johnson Coliseum as we are in the booth now with the pride of Phoenix City, Alabama. It's our good friend, Mr. DeMarcus Light 'em Up Lampley, baby, in the house tonight. Hey, DeMarcus, good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
Hey, congratulations on the victory tonight. Man, you had a good game here in this one. 16 points, 6 of 16 from the field, 4 of 13 from downtown. In 30 minutes of play, you were just 3 rebounds shy of a double-double. I talk a lot about, man, on the nights that you just have an off night shooting, you usually respond. You came back tonight. I know that ball wasn't falling in as often as you would have liked, but there's so much more that you do on the court. Just talk about this ball game, how important it was to get a win after that tough one at Seattle U.
It was so important for us as a team. I mean, we got a little away from ourselves on that last loss. So just to come back home, it feels good to play at home for our fans and get going back as a team.
Kind of going back, I don't like to ever go back too much, but that Seattle U, you guys were coming off a 6-game winning streak. You knocked off really good teams like Stephen F. Austin, New Mexico State, Grand Canyon, California Baptist. Some folks are saying you guys were just a little bit tired maybe in that game. What are your thoughts on that, man?
I don't think we were tired. I mean, we went with our game plan. We executed our game plan. The little things. We messed up on too many little things, and that would beat us in that game.
So the shooting finally starting to pick up for you guys as well. Talk a little bit about your defense and just how that continues to improve. You held a team that normally shoots pretty good from the field at 29%. Their percentage tied the temperature outside, man. So I don't know if you guys were planning that or not, but talk a little bit about that, man.
The defense that I did tonight, I set my goal. Me and Coach had a meeting before the season, and I set a goal that I was going to be working on my defense, getting better on my defense this year. And I set that goal, and I'm living up to it. Coach Hooten, he's a big defensive coach, and us as a team, he stresses defense, defense, defense. That's all he coaches, defense, and we just go out and perform for him.
DeMarcus is a senior, man. How much of a leadership role do you feel that you've had? You've been on this team for some time. You got guys like Savion that have came in and really helped y'all this year as well, but you've got that leadership role. How much of that do you kind of feel on your shoulders as well, man?
I feel a lot on my shoulders. When we come in practice, coaches, they all come to me talking about the energy is down, get these guys going. Coming in as a third-year senior, a lot of guys look up to me, and they really listen to me, so
That's good for us.
How much fun are you guys having, man? I know even after that Seattle U game, you guys were still, it's a quieter plane ride on the ride back home, but I know you guys are still having fun. How much fun are y'all having right now, man?
I know these guys are pumped up in the locker room right now. We have so much fun after getting all these wins with our coaches. We just try to keep all our coaches and fans happy.
And then finally, DeMarcus, as you guys go forward, still a lot of games on the slate. How do you continue just to keep that stamina up and just stay prepared, man? You got one more big one at home before you get back on the road at Chicago State.
I mean, we're going to practice, keep getting our team chemistry together, working on our defense, and our offense will flow. So we'll be good.
All right, man. DeMarcus, light them up, Lampley.
Yes, sir.
It got bright in here tonight at John. In fact, I had to put on my shades, man, for a while.
I should have put some on.
DeMarcus here in the booth. The camera's on you. Back on the FM airwaves on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network. There's probably 2.8 million people listening right now. Who do you want to send a shout-out to tonight, man?
I want to send a shout-out to my family and my hometown, Phoenix City. Thank y'all.
The pride of Phoenix City, Alabama in the house tonight. Good to see you, DeMarcus.
Thank
Congratulations.
You.
Once again, DeMarcus Lampley, there, our impact player of the game, as we are now joined here in just a few moments by the victorious head coach, Jason Hooten. We always appreciate his time. As Coach Hooten, will get a quick interview here with him. Coach Hooten, your team tonight. Rebound night after Seattle U. You talked about how important it was tonight for your guys to come out here.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but let me give a kiss to the most important person.
That's all right. Appreciate that, Coach. Got to do that, man.
Oh, shoot. She's the reason that I get to do what I get to do, and she's got a lot of to do with our success, our program. She's amazing, coach's wife, and if anybody knows anything about this business, you got to have one of those,
And she coaches, too, in Madisonville,
right?
She
does. I mean, she runs our kids around, and, our seasons don't overlap, so it's really good. But it's just there's a big part of the year where she's got to do a lot.
And you're on the road sometimes for a long time, too.
Yeah, she's amazing, absolutely amazing. And, she cooked for the whole team last night. During the school week, got home from school 4 or 5 o'clock, and she had fajitas for the whole team last night, and those guys love it.
That's what it was. It was at home cooking tonight.
No, they call for the fajita. The fajita meal is the big one. They've got a few that they like on their list, and that's one of them that's a go-to for sure. So,
well, Coach, again, congratulations tonight, 77-53 against a very tough Dixie State team that was right in here on a 3-game win streak. You guys, after the 6-game streak, a bump in the road at Seattle U, but got back into that win column, now 9-2 in Western Athletic Conference play. There in that first half, you guys got up pretty well. Dixie State cut it to within 4, but then you found a way to get back to 10. And then once again in the second half, instead of this time the Bearkats going on a drought for over 5 minutes, your defense played exceptionally well, holding those guys. They went on a drought as well, over 6 minutes or so. Just talk about this one tonight, Coach.
So I thought that our first half we were a little, I don't want to say complacent. I just thought that our energy wasn't, where it needed to be. I think we were feeling around, kind of seeing what they were going to do, instead of us taking the lead and really trying to, do what we do best. And so I was disappointed in the first half. I thought we made a great push there at the end, though, to get a double-figure lead. But the second half, I thought we responded, especially defensively. I mean, there were, like you said, a 6-minute stretch there where we were all locked in on a chain together, and we were really, really doing a good job of sticking together and moving and helping each other, and I was excited about that.
Coach, you held those guys 6 of 31 from the field in the second half, only 19%. I know you'll take that every single night.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our defense has gotten better, except for that last 17 minutes at Seattle the other day. And I won't let our guys make excuses, but I do think that we ran out of a little bit of gas. And so I was excited tonight that we came back and we showed that, we are maybe the best defensive team in this league, and that's what we're trying to be for sure.
Savion Flagg had 26 tonight as he found some spark, 10 of 16 from the field. He's definitely making a case for that Lou Henson Mid-Major Player of the Year award. And then we talked to DeMarcus Lampley tonight. Haven't had a chance to catch up with him in quite some time. 16 points on 6 of 16 shooting. I've talked about this a lot, that even on a night where maybe that ball's not shooting as well as Lampley wants, or even on a night where he may only have 2 or 3 points on the final stat sheet, he's still a big impact on the defensive side.
Well, he draws a lot of attention to teams. They got to push out and try to deny him the ball, and it's hard to guard him in that aspect. And I was excited tonight about him because his defense. I thought he played a great defensive game. And I'm looking at your stats there, trying to figure out the guy he guarded. I mean, the guy he guarded most of the night scored 7 on 5 shots. So I just think he played really good defensively tonight, and that's really the biggest part of his game, that he improved. And he left He left a little meat on the bone out there. I thought there were some open shots that he missed. What'd you say? He scored 16?
16, yes, sir.
16 shots. He was 4 for 13 for 3. I mean, shoot, he could have scored 25 tonight. So he's saving it for Saturday. And Saturday he's going to make all those open ones.
I was talking to a young lady today that she sells knives. She said, "Can I do a presentation with you?" I said, "Yes." So when you said left a little meat on the bone, I said, "Man, just get a few of those knives from that young lady I was talking to. She's trying to get through college." I listened to her talk. I said, "I can't buy the knives." She goes, "That's okay. I still get paid for the presentation." So it was her tonight. We'll get those knives. We'll cut a little meat off the bone, Coach, and be ready for Saturday, man.
Yeah, Saturday's going to be a big challenge. That team is huge. That's probably the biggest team we've played all year long, and so it'll be a big challenge for us. We're going to have to block out, and we're going to have to keep the ball out of the post. They've got the best, I think, the leading rebounder in the country on their team, so it'll be a heck of a challenge for us. 225
pieces of pizza. I bet not one of them got left behind. Those were free. Then it was $1 for the rest of the folks. Coach, thanks for all you do, man. It was a good student turnout as well.
Oh, the student turnout tonight was just amazing, and I hope they'll come back Saturday afternoon at 2 because it's going to be a big game on Saturday.
Absolutely. Coach Hooten, as always, appreciate your time. Victorious 77-53 tonight. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you having me on. Thanks.
Once again, head coach Jason Hooten, as we'll step aside for one final break, and when we come back, I'll have those final stats coming up for you on the individual side. Stay with us, friends, from Van Wagner. This is the Bearkat Sports Radio Network.
Hey y'all, it's Aaron Watson. Need a new vehicle? It may only be a swipe away. Every time you swipe your First Financial Bank Visa debit card between now and the end of February, you will be automatically entered into a drawing to win a new vehicle of your choice. Swipe often and you will soon be driving up and down that honky-tonk highway. For promotion rules and a list of participating dealers, visit ffin.com/sweepstakes. No purchase necessary. Member FDIC.
TicketSmarter is glad we are back to holding live events. If you are looking to buy tickets to the best sports, concerts, and theater events, all at the very best price, look no further than TicketSmarter.com or on the app. Buying tickets at TicketSmarter will help support children in need. For every ticket transaction on TicketSmarter, $1 will be donated to a children's charity. TicketSmarter is proud to be the official ticketing partner of Bearkat Athletics. TicketSmarter, a smarter way to buy tickets.
At H-E-B, we know that game day is about more than the game itself. The taste of victory is unparalleled, but so is the taste of H-E-B jalapeno poppers hot off the grill. Seeing the best players in their prime is truly something to behold. So is an H-E-B Prime 1 burger that you grilled to perfection. For low prices on all the things that make game day great and delicious, visit H-E-B, your official game day headquarters, or use the My H-E-B app to order curbside and start prepping for game day right away.
Back out of here post-game. Thanks for joining us as we have one final break here. We'll quickly, just an update. Our good friend Mr. Eric Powers pointing this out a while ago. 78-59 as Utah Valley losing at SFA tonight, and that is who Sam Houston is playing on Saturday. And so there, if you're a Bearkat fan, you know that we defeated SFA, but this Sam Houston team got to continue to dominate. They did a good job tonight here against a very tough Dixie State team riding in on a 3-game winning streak. We'll quickly look over final stats here. We'll go over just a couple of them here for Dixie State. We talked a lot in this ballgame about Dancel Leiter. He finished up in this game as one of the second leading scorer, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from three-point land. He finished up with 12 points. And then Schofield, the leading scorer on this team, he, once again for the 5th consecutive game, I believe now in double digits, 15 points average per game. He hit that again tonight here, 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 5 from downtown. He was also 3 of 5 from the free throw line. Played in 32 minutes. He had 15 points. Final numbers here for your Sam Houston Bearkats. The Texas A&M graduate transfer Savion Flagg finished 10 of 16 from the field, 3 of 6 from downtown, 3 of 4 from that free throw line. He had 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 fouls, 3 turnovers in 32 minutes. Savion Flagg had 26 points for Sam Houston. Second leading scorer, we talked to him a few moments ago, our impact player of the game, 6 of 16 from the field tonight, 4 of 13 from downtown. Did not have any opportunities at the charity stripe. 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 foul, 2 turnovers in 30 minutes. DeMarcus Lampley with 16 points. Third behind him, Javon Grant, 2 of 5 for the freshman, 2 of 3 from three-point land. Both of those shots were from three-point line. He was 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, finished up with 4 assists and 2 fouls, 1 turnover in 19 minutes. Javon Grant with 7 points. Behind him, Tristan Ipe finished with 6. Kean Scroggins had some good minutes tonight with 11 minutes with 6 points as well. And then Jaron Cook, who lit the stove once tonight, also 2 1 from the field. He was 2 of 4 total from the field, 1 of 3 from downtown. He had 1 rebound and assist. In 18 minutes, Jaron Cook had 5 points. Others getting on the board tonight, Kuba Kurwowski, the fan favorite. He was 2 for 2, and one of them on a monstrous slam for the 7'2" from Warsaw, Poland. Kuba Kurwowski, 7 minutes. He had 4 points. Behind him, more players getting into the action. Javion May had 3 points. He was 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 9 rebounds in this game, always a force down there on that court. His 9 rebounds made up part of that 49 total boards for this Bearkat team. Again, Javion May had 3 points in 18 minutes. Jaden Ray, Dante Powers, each chipping in 2 apiece. You add all that up, 73-55. Sam Houston taking care of business in this ball game as they will expand now, get back in that win column after the 6-game winning streak came to a skid at Seattle U. So again, for Sam Houston, back into the win column and goes 9-2 in Western Athletic Conference play. Friends, as always, appreciate you joining us. This game was made possible in part by our good friends at HEB. No store does more than my HEB. This broadcast has been authorized under rights granted by Sam Houston to Van Wagner. The accounts and descriptions of this broadcast may not be retransmitted in any form without the express written consent of Van Wagner and Sam Houston Athletics. The executive producers of Sam Houston Basketball is Zach Kaditz. The coordinating producer is Desiree Chambers. And a special thanks to the Sam Houston Athletic Communications Office, Jason Barfield, Ben Reichard, and, of course, Cody Stark. Studio operations by the flagship KSAM, Carlos Zimmerman, back as our halftime and studio host tonight. We appreciate you, Carlos. Make sure to tune in for that next broadcast. We'll have it for you right here on the Bearkat Sports Radio Network on Saturday as the second homestand game here by the Bearkats. They will host Utah Valley. That a 2 p.m. tip-off. Will have the pregame at 1:45 p.m. So, again, make sure to join us for that one. We'll have it right back here. Friends, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good evening. Stay warm, friends, from Huntsville, Texas. God bless. I'm Rob Hipp. Good night, everyone.
For any of your shipping, faxing, copying, or notarizing needs, get on down to Pack and Ship. Big or small, they ship it all. Conveniently located right off 45 on Highway 30 next to Hobby Lobby. At Pack and Ship, there are no lines. They have a kind, experienced staff ready to help you. Pack and Ship, happily serving all residents of Walker County and the surrounding areas. Pack and Ship. Need service work on your vehicle? Then drop on by Wagner Huntsville and meet the new service and shop managers to see what better customer service feels like. Meet their GM factory trained technicians who are skilled with state-of-the-art factory diagnostic equipment. Wagner service hours Monday through Saturday are convenient and local shuttle service is readily available. Experience the service difference at Wagner Huntsville.
You've been listening to Sam Houston State University Bearkat basketball. No portion of this game may be rebroadcast without express written consent from Sam Houston State University. Our broadcast partners for 101.7 KSAM. We are the Bearkat Sports Network.